Arknights.
Okay. Now this was a close one. Well, technically I was late, but you know, yes. Yes, it is time. Go. Hi.
With a foot in the darkness.
Welcome in, everyone. How are y'all doing? Oh, sorry, my phone is a little too high, so I can't. Yeah, you can see my. Hello, hello, hello. Yes. Okay. Sorry, it got a little late, but we're right on time. Definitely, totally. Oh, welcome everyone back to Arknights. Hi Matteo, hi Go, hi everyone. Sneaks in during jazz section. Yeah, same here, yeah. Just enjoy the nice music. Anyway. Hello, why is my... Hello, okay. With some weird stuff happening here. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Did I already ask that? I might have, but yeah. Let's see. I didn't properly fix this, but should be fine. Hello, yes. Yes. Why is it not working fully right now? Hold on. I'm opening my mouth and I'm like, Aren is just here, just smiling, just like, I'm just happy to be here.
Fate. I've pursued it, confronted it, and finally strangled it to death. You've done the same.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say. In the morning I was like, dang, I'm gonna say something at the beginning. Also, I eat toodles and that is something I guess that I wanted to say. I was like, I'm gonna have a whole conversation here at the beginning of the stream. You know, a nice little introduction, because I feel like sometimes we jumped into it way too fast. And I wanted to talk something related to Arknights, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember exactly what it was, so hopefully I'll remember in the meantime. Rat spamming, I'm assuming. Continues. Oh, simping. Oh boy. It's going well. It's going well. It's gotten very cold over here. I guess one thing, I don't know if this is what I wanted to mention, but it is worth mentioning that there might be some noise in the background. It might sound like a plane is taking off or, you know, coming down. That is just my heater. Sometimes it makes a lot of noise, so yeah, so sorry about that. Hopefully it won't be a problem. But I did notice it that you can... I don't know if you can actually hear it. Yesterday I recorded an episode of Rain World. And yeah, there was that. Yeah, maybe I'll remember later what I was gonna say. But yeah, there's also the Long Trail rerun. Maybe we'll do some of the stages that I was unable to get to last time. That's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, and we're gonna get the silence potentials. Nice. That just means more pools, more certificates. Or vouchers, whatever you call it. Anyway. Main thing that we're gonna do today is continue the main story. We're gonna continue reading through it. No, not this one. Nope. the previous chapter, yes. Oh, I remember now. Okay, I'm so glad I remembered. Where did we leave off last time? Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I was like, I'm gonna have to remember. And I don't remember. But one thing that did, oh yeah, from the caption of this stream, I wrote like most normal summer in Victoria, and I was like, is it actually summer? It feels like at some point they mentioned that it was summer, and so I wanted to confirm that. Why? Okay, I'm still weirded out by the mocap, but anyway, the mocap, the face capturing. I'm still confused with it. And so I looked up, and apparently someone in the wiki made a timeline of the events in Arknights. Apparently, the main story, which makes sense, thinking back on it, like the pacing. Apparently, the story is way behind, because this is 1098, the events of the Victoria Crisis, and like that's not even like the next year, or no, at the end of the year, Undertides happens. I have no idea when still for Navis. Lone Trail happens in the next century, in 1100. I'm pretty sure. Il Siracusano happens in 1099. And I'm like, what? According to the wiki, right? Get you know, blame them if that's wrong, but Yeah, that was surprising, but also unsurprising again because of how slow the things have moved in the story currently. Okay, I'm looking up where we are in the story, where we last left off. Yeah, there was the garden. Okay. Okay. I think that's the last thing that we read. So give me a second. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Here probably a lot of people swim through their healers. Maybe that's what I'm hearing, yeah. Otherwise, all the events will happen in Sarka's land. Well, you think so? I mean, well, I guess the Lone Trail does make sense because they do bring up the shard, right? Like how the shard is this big weapon that they want to catch up to. And that's why they fund Kristen's stuff. So, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let me see if I can... Okay, let me see if I can fix something real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna post myself up here. Hello? Yes? Okay, that seemed to have fixed the boys a little bit. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway. Let's see... Yes, finish reading. Oh my gosh, how long is it? Yep. Well, I guess it's a good thing that I'm, it helps me remember what happened last time, I guess. Oh, wait, where is it? 1312, was it? Or 1311? It might have been... It was 1311, okay. Sorry about that. Probably should have looked into that before the stream started, but it was a pretty chaotic morning, at the very least. 1311, there you go. Okay. Hello? There it is, okay. Oh. Imagine all the elves want to take vacations and go to their homes for the event. And Sherry's like, sure, we have an active war going on. You can go home to chill, right? Yeah, like the Great Chief Returns happens like I don't remember exactly when it happens, but it also happens in way later in the story. Like from this, being one of the first events, you'd think it happens early on. But no, apparently it happens at one point, which, like you said, yeah, it wouldn't make sense that they will go on vacation at that point, right? Yeah, again, let's see here, because I know it happens day 99. No idea when any of these happen. Well, this happens, obviously, in between those chapters. So the timeline is kind of a mess. It's kind of weird. It's actually surprising that it doesn't spoil nearly as much. But I guess it helps in that regard. Yeah, there you go. That makes it so, we were able to read through some of those events without having fear of being spoiled. Though, knowing now how the timeline works, knowing that, like, Under Tides happens, way later after what we are reading, right? Like, the Victoria Crisis. It's like, well, it shows Khal Sith walking all chill and everything, so... yeah, I guess it puts it in perspective. Yeah, it's just, just a fun thing to find out, I guess. So, okay, we finished reading through this. Let me see just what the recap says to make sure we're caught up. Also, sorry about this thing with my lips. I don't know, my lips are sealed right now, I guess. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Like when I do this, you can see it, but when I'm like down here, you can barely see it. Also, hello? So yeah, I guess it's gonna look like I'm murmuring most of the story. Hello? Arknights? Huh. Yes. I believe at the very least the Executor Altar event happens after the Circus business. It might happen, yeah, Guide Ahead might be this year, like 1098. And then 1099 or 1100 is... Or Guide Ahead might be 1099 and the Executor Altar event might be 1100. Something like that. But yes. Sure it's tracking, it really is. Yeah. Jonesville also happens after Sarka's business. Funny enough, there is a big fuss about Victorian business. And that happened before Victoria art was deep in progress. Weird. Yeah, I guess that's why in the events there is always that mention, right? They never give specifics. They always say just like the Victoria business or the something incident, right? They don't go into details, so you know it's not exactly clear. Like it's clear when it happens because of the dates that they give you, but it doesn't spoil. Hello? Arknights? Hello? Is everyone playing co-op right now? Are the servers saturated? Sicilians finally DDoSed us. This has been a crazy morning. I'm not surprised anymore. Okay, I think I'm gonna restart the game. Yeah, if there's something we can do. Oh, that's not the right one. Hold on. This is the right one. Okay, I'm gonna close that. Sorry, it's gonna get quiet for a second. And let me open it up again. Sorry. We might be doing co-op, yeah. If we finish reading and there's still time of the stream, but not enough time to read another chapter, we might do some co-op. I think that could be fun. I was actually thinking about doing a stream of just doing co-op, but I do want to continue the story. Once we got that wrapped up, we might be able. We are gonna be able to play a lot of those events, so I'm actually really excited for that.
Arknights.
Okay, pull this up. There we go. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, there is a chance that if we finish a chapter like right on the time to end the stream, then we probably won't.
The darkness, the
Otherwise, I think it will be fun to do it.
You want to see?
I don't know. We'll see.
No, you don't.
Maybe if we finish a chapter and there is a bit of time, like maybe more than enough to read another chapter, but we want to do some co-op. We'll see. It also depends on how much progress we're able to make. But yeah, okay, I'm just gonna trust that 311. We did that. Yes, did it, done it. See ya. Let's just continue. If we skip something, I guess, we'll catch up. We'll catch up. There is enough exposition that we're able to catch up, I'm sure. Maybe, hopefully. Well, feeling when can co-op because my laptop load stages too long and game just times out before I even start stages. See, that's why I haven't done the co-op, because my phone always times out as well when I do it on my phone. So I was like, I'll just wait for streams if I'm able to do it on desktop. Or I guess, I'll just pull it up on desktop next time I try to do it. If we don't get to do it right now. Yeah, we'll see. I've been afraid to do that because, I don't want to ruin anyone's game. But anyway, okay, now we load it. Let's continue. Let's see. This is Vendela? Is her operator name? Let's see. Forgot the voice that I gave her, but she's Mona from Persona 5, so I'm just gonna go off of it. I'm a fortunate woman. When my grandfather passed away in the sunlight that shone upon the greenhouse, with his favorite flowers in his hands, he had already arranged everything for me. I was going to live the rest of my life as both of us had hoped, in this town, in this tiny little greenhouse. That is, until they arrived. I was incredibly fearful that my life will be ruined. But that Sarkas gave the order, and so my job remained here in the greenhouse. I am still the town's gardener. It has been a week since the two Self-Salvation Corps people arrived. Likewise, it has been a week since I last saw the Sarkas officer who will turn the soil for the daisies in town. Patella being sent to the front lines with the flowers, yep. I guess we'll see the context of that. I mean, there's the other guy that is also became available in this chapter. He's also supposed to be a gardener, right? I guess, I don't know, we'll see him here. I'm assuming we will. Oh yeah. Let's see. Good afternoon, Magdalene. Your flowers look just as beautiful as always. Thanks, Hank. Have you seen Will? I'm looking for him. He ordered some flowers the first thing this morning, but he still hasn't come to pick them up, even though it's afternoon already. Will order flowers? Oh, they must be for Freda's birthday. He did right around noon. Most likely, he left to prepare whatever surprise he has in store for Freda. Don't worry, he'll remember once Freda gives him a scolding.
Everyone seems very exhausted. I've been hearing noises around the work site at night. Has no one been getting any proper rest?
The devils are apparently trying to show off for somebody. They're working us to the bone like there's no tomorrow. But I haven't seen any bigwigs visiting either. You're really lucky that you were given a decent job and don't have to suffer like us. Huh. Well, I didn't expect us to finish building this in a month just by gritting our teeth a little. It's a miracle. I'm willing to bet that before, the Londinium lords would have hauled all this into their museums.
I thought you used to hate this job.
Magdalene, the world has changed.
You should try to get on the Sarkis officer's good side too. You have nothing to lose, pet. Thanks for the advice. I'll think it over.
Dang. Hank's suggestions are always so sincere.
But his idea has left me terrified. At nights, whenever I can sleep, I'm kept awake by the noise coming from the square, as though there is an iron hammer striking my head repeatedly. And occasionally, I'm jolted awake from my dreams by those strange rocks. I can't help but to think back on the worries of those two self-salvation corps people a week ago. Perhaps the Sarkis changed more than just the way we live.
Whoa. Okay, it's always gonna be the shaky cam with the explosion sound effects. At least once every stream. Every chapter, actually. Or every... well, one of these reading notes, yeah. Again? How come the cannon fire is sounding closer lately? Oh, I guess that it's because of that. Yeah, that makes sense. I heard there's more than one group of folks who want to take over Wentworth. If they come to blows, it'll be a hot mess here again. What's wrong with the way things are now, with everyone getting along? I hope this isn't going to delay our work.
Oh, hello. Magdalene, finally! That devil who keeps visiting you brought others to wreck your greenhouse. What?
Oh, dang.
Not the greenhouse.
Oh. Alright, take it easy. Are you done? I said it's impossible for those Victorians to be hiding here. That's not for you to say. This house is clearly useless, and it's only still standing because you insisted on keeping it around. Who knows what you might be hiding here? Yeah, we're all fighting to the death for His Highness, but thanks to you and how weak you are, we've been letting chance after chance go to waste. What's your tone, mercenary? I'm still a member of the royal court and the commander here. Relax. If I find any guerrillas hiding here, I'll love you immediately and apply to join the royal court on the achievement. Now lose that pacifism of yours. I'm getting sick of it. Their actions are a serious interruption to the military commission's plan for this place. If it wasn't for just setbacks on the front lines fueling their ferocity, the boss wouldn't be having us rush everything to finish our job so quickly. Getting along is over. Yep, it's coming to an end. I'm just here to get some flowers. So you might as well shut up.
Hello? Excuse me? My greenhouse! No! That's where I work!
That game looks so fun, Rad. It looks really good. I really want to play it at some point in the channel. Shh. Don't move. Just wait. Just watch quietly. The black soil buried all of them. The daisies, roses, bluebells. The rhizomes were all mercilessly crushed under their feet. The new buds growing toward the sunlight too. Freda asked me to plant these seeds for the festival. She was really looking forward to it. She said it will be the biggest harvest festival in 10 years. All of us were looking forward to it. But now, the new buds are no more. Relax, your fingers are bleeding. Don't try to break free. I'm saving your life, gardener. Let her come. Better that she wants to fight. That way I can just kill her and finish the ride here and now. You're too soft on this town, Commander.
Just like that, life is over.
Clarion won't kill me. Ugh, what a drag. Flowers mean nothing to this war. Armories, explosives, incinerators. That's what you really need.
Okay. The very last new buds here are crushed. Grandfather, we won't have fresh flowers during next year's harvest festival. Not anymore. Let me go. I am calm.
Ah, just starts attacking them.
Have you found what you were looking for?
Count yourself lucky that I didn't.
Then please leave.
Huh. I thought you'd have a little more guts than those idiots at the worksite. Victorians.
Okay, dude.
Someone got off on the wrong side of the bed, or whatever they say.
Don't move. Your fingers need bandaging.
I couldn't stop them. I had some setbacks on the front lines. Soon, there will be another here to take over for me. He has other plans for the town. There's an opening in the cement construction about 200 meters to the west of the town's entrance. The guerrillas nearly blew it open. Or nearby blew it open. They won't give this chance up, so we need to fix this opening by 5 a.m. tomorrow.
What a weird Sarkas. Why is he telling me this?
The roses can still be saved. You must find a way to plant these poor things again. If that opening piques your interest, take those roses and cut through your camp tonight. It's the safest route. If somebody stops you, tell them you're delivering an order for me. Of course, I'd be very happy if you could stop by and put a rose in front of my tent. Some things should never be ruined, Gardener.
My name is not Gardener, Sarkas. It's Magdalene.
Then let us reintroduce ourselves. My name is Shovel.
Shovel?
He's a shovel knight, I guess. Remember, Magdalene, time waits for no one.
Dang, most interesting Sarkas grunt so far. What we are planning for the Harvest Festival represents hope. That's what my grandfather taught me. The flowers that line the streets during the festival each year are entrusted with everyone's simple wish for a bountiful harvest. There is nowhere else that needs hope now more than Brentwood. I can't leave.
Okay. Oh, still here. Sorry, CGs are always like, I have no idea where this is. This could be anywhere. This could be over suddenly in Syracuse, I guess. Suddenly summer event in the middle of it. I don't know. Well, I guess it does tell a little bit of the mood. Shovel made the rookie mistake of being a grunt with a name and personality in Arknights. Yeah, rookie mistake, you know, it happens. Hopefully it will be playable up in next life. It's only if it's a mistake we'd send a shovel to the greenhouse request. Yeah, you know, it happens, you know, these Sarkas with their goofy names. Understandable mistake. Let me drink some tea real quick. Oh, it's a little too hot. It's fine. That was part of the reason why I was late. I was brewing some tea. I say brewing some tea. I was just heating up water. The little bags, you know.
His tent should be in this direction. I have to take the flowers there as soon as I can.
Oh, here we go. Oh! Freda. What?
What's that?
What do you mean, what's that?
What are you doing here? Magdalene, where are you going with those flowers past curfew? That's the direction of the barracks you're going. Hurry up and leave. It's fine. I just wanted to come outside for a walk. Right, I heard from Kang that it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. We'll order some flowers for you, but he never came for them. If you see Will, please remind him. Freda? Why aren't you saying anything?
Not a shovel that gardener needs, but one he deserves, yeah. Come with me. It's not safe here. Nope.
Huh? These flowers.
We left them here to mourn my father. I've been keeping the warehouse locked. Only occasionally lend him in the key when he wants a sip of alcohol. Ah, there you go.
The cannons here. Did Mr. West prepare them for the festival? How magnificent.
It's all my fault.
Did something happen to him?
He was stopped by the devils at the circus barracks just now. He came to me earlier than usual for some sort of surprise, but when he found out I was going to the barracks to report on our progress, and he said he'd scored me there.
But the circus shouldn't have any reason to stop Will. They've never done that before.
I don't know. I'm scared. I didn't have it in me to say no when they asked to take Will in.
I've been following their every word. I gave them everything they asked for. Why did they want to take him?
Why? Did I do something wrong?
Maybe they only had a few questions for him. Look on the bright side. They still need him to work for them.
Well, they're almost done, right? So... Ugh.
Right. That bloody thing isn't completed just yet. I'm sure they still need Will.
Whoops, I clicked. Oh no, I misclicked. I'm opening an app. Nope, I'm opening Premiere Pro. Close. No. Oh, I'm doing great today. I'm doing a great. Okay, and of course it won't close. Hello. There we go.
I have to stay here at the barracks entrance and wait for him.
Freda smiles.
But I'm not happy about this one bit. I know I'm lying to her. I'm sure she knows that as well. However, this is all we can do right now. These days, you all need that tiny shred of hope to poison our minds. Hope.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Freda, did you see that? There's a strange creature climbing on a house's beams. I don't know if creature is exactly the right word for it. It's staring at me with its black body. The terrifying being's feeble limbs are no longer attached to the beams.
The heck?
Finally, it lands on the flowers used to mourn the major before it dissipates, turning into a drop of blood, and dyes the flower buds.
Huh?
Was it looking at us just now? Yes, it was looking right at us.
What? Wait, what was that supposed to be? Huh? Was that one of these things? I was thinking, like, what enemy was that representing? I don't know, unless it wasn't representing an enemy. So this is before. Huh, I have no idea. Interesting. Oh, no starting this one. Okay, just keep it going. This is the after. Okay, so this one. Yeah, I have no idea what that could be. Some type of, yeah, like blood ember thing. Maybe not. Yeah, vampires doing a bird? No. It's Manfred or something. I don't know. Oh. Switching perspective or...
Fear. It's a tolerance that we are naturally born with. Just like how plants are able to adapt to soil that make havoc of their own rootstocks. To adapt to soil, yeah, that make havoc of their own rootstocks. To shatter our will, they'll need to spread a much greater dosage of fear in Brentwood. Freda is the greatest testament. She is so fragile that you could break her by simply bumping into her. But she persisted among that crowd of terrifying men up until now. But I can tell that she needs someone to confide in and vent her fear. Will, he's not mature enough. It's not very likely he would understand how Freda feels. Perhaps I can help her?
Mayhaps.
Hello?
You didn't bring my order to my tent, Magdalene. And you didn't leave Brentwood either. A pitiful decision.
He seems very feeble, even more so than yesterday. What happened?
Yeah, it has to be some vampire thing. Why didn't you leave?
This is my home. Do you have any order for me? I can bring it to you along with the flowers last night.
Last night? Okay, I guess. You don't have to worry about those orders anymore. I'm here to say goodbye. I'm leaving soon, to fight as part of the Inaccurate King's army.
All right. Goodbye, if that's what you wanted to hear from me.
You're too naive, to the point of foolishness. Everything that I've tried to protect always courts its own destruction. Perhaps I've been wrong from the start.
I don't understand what you're saying, Shovel.
I used to be incredibly jealous of all of you. Victoria used to be the noblest and strongest nation there was. Naturally, you possessed many great things, and rightfully so. With the metallurgy you originated and the steam knights, you conquered another empire. With your mystifying arts and rich academia, you tracked all of Terra's geniuses. Yet now, you've halted your outward conquest. Now, your rulers only indulge in parties and wine, only ever boasting about the medals on the chest. They crush their own glory, and they are destined to be replaced. You still have this wall clock. Time really flies. The town citizens must have all gone to the worksite.
What do you mean?
Your deaths are unavoidable, Magdalene. The Sanguinarch is an impatient man. That's why the ritual was pushed forward, and under the Felon's leadership, the mission was indeed completed most marvelously. Everyone here will be the key to the ritual's activation. Of course, that includes you.
Oh, dang. Ritual key. Is that how they make the altars?
Call it, yeah.
He was taught by the devils at the circus barracks just now. Freda, Freda, do you see that?
The blood-colored worm is staring at me. Oh, it is a worm, okay. So it was one of those things. The entire town will be the key to the ritual's activation.
The key. My soul is trembling.
Yeah, it's to create like the invincible army of the altars.
I need to go find Freda. Let me go.
You mustn't leave this greenhouse. Wait a little longer, Magdalene. I'll be here with you. Until we bid each other farewell for the last time.
Why? The people of the town have never done anything against your wishes. Freda and everyone fulfilled each and every one of your requests.
His Highness decided to carry out this war, and your dukes responded. This outcome has nothing to do with us or you. All we need to do is follow our orders.
Then let me warn the people at the worksite. Just pretend you don't know anything like before, please.
I serve His Highness, and I won't allow you to squash this ritual. Not unless you make it past me, Magdalene. Can you do it, Gardener?
He grabs me by the hand, but places it on a pair of scissors in his hand. There seems to be a ray of longing burning in the depths of his ashen eyes. What is this prideful man longing for? Release? Pity? Or is it perhaps that word that I can't bring myself to touch? I notice that even though the two of us have spent a very long time together in this greenhouse, I've never actually understood this man. But I have to leave now. Just as he said, there is no time. I'm sorry. I can't stand by and watch anymore.
See ya, Shovel. Maybe it's just a hungry Victorian. Honestly.
No. Magdalene, where are you going? Why the rush?
Is that blood on your clothes? Are you okay?
It's fine. I cut my fingers while I was pruning branches.
You pruned the branch, all right?
Hank, where's Freda?
Freda? After she came back from the barracks by herself this morning, she went straight to the circus officers. She seemed rather out of it, and she kept saying sorry no matter who she ran into. Did something happen?
Everyone has to leave this place right now. And the farther the better.
What's with all of you being so bloody barmy today? Barmy? Okay.
There's no time to explain. I need to tell everyone else.
But we're almost finished. Besides, if we all ditch work, what are we supposed to do when those officers find us? What? Fireworks? Where? Shovel, you should not have endeared yourself to us, yeah. Should have just left it alone. Who blew that wall open? Is that Freda? Oh, shoot.
The last time I saw such beautiful fireworks, it was the Harvest Festival when I was 10. Grandfather put me on his shoulders and walked through the crowd. Everyone looked up to the fireworks blooming in the sky astonished. Everyone kept quiet, and only for the silence to be torn apart by the explosive sound wave a moment later.
Excuse me?
This is just like that. Freda set off the cannon Mr. West was hiding for the Harvest Festival. There are countless sarcas pulling her from behind. Drenched in blood, she's shouting something, but whatever she is trying to say, it's buried by the cannon's loud roar. She's buried by the wave of sarcas gushing toward her and torn apart. A flame burning bright in the middle of the day. The cannons kept roaring. A grand ceremony has come to Brentwood ahead of schedule.
That was like a weird redaction thing there, right? Bergendas, hello, welcome in. What just happened? Is there an earthquake? I was gonna say the fireworks sound effects sounded like Minecraft. A little bit, like at the beginning, when they are set off, like the whistling sound.
Run! You're bleeding. Pollux, stay away. Those disgusting monsters are dripping from your body. What are the sarcas trying to do? Hank, you can close your eyes. I'm starting to feel very tired too. So sleepy.
I almost read it as EP.
I can feel my own blood fluttering out of my body before disappearing into the earth.
Whoa.
Magdalene, hang in there.
Captain, I got her. Everyone, hold on to the ropes as tight as you can. Do not touch the ground, no matter what. Hurry and help them. I have no idea who this is. Yeah, one of these two, I thought. Oh, what's the... Yeah, y'all need a little more pixels. Couple more.
Magdalene, you can't fall asleep. Rock?
This guy's so heavy.
Feist, the Self-Salvation Corps. Why are you...
We figured something went wrong when we saw fireworks in the middle of the day. They sealed the wall we blew open yesterday, but that cannon gave us a new path. Hold on to Rock's hand, Magdalene. Our forces don't have enough manpower, and we're bringing everyone to evacuate as soon as we can.
Whoa. Feist, your siblings even faster than those modifications you made.
Oh, with those? Or after those? Yeah, okay.
Right. Where's Major Freda? We haven't been able to locate her. Freda is...
Drat! Why did my siblings start shaking? Oh, hello. What about that weak garrison's commander? Where is he hiding this time? Well, no matter. I'll take over command. I can feel it. My blood is boiling. No need to contact Mayor Ursula's squad. We can take care of these laughable Victorians by ourselves. Kill them all.
The garrison here is mounting a counterattack. They're putting more pressure on us than any circus we've faced before. How much explosives then those all Ys still have outside? Can we make it here in time to back us up? Probably not happening, not counting the members who laid the seedlines for us. We barely had any fighting men to begin with.
Start the crawlers. We need to break through by force. Rook, watch out! Your zipline! Yeah, dude, even in that, dude is just bad-mouthing him. Messed up. Hi, Les. Welcome. Yeah, you just missed it. Yep. Ah. Oh. What the? that hurts. I no idea what happened.
Magdalene, are you okay? Can you walk? Yeah, these disgusting things.
Oh yeah. On the sundering earth, a large number of red worms keep gushing onto the surface. They chew on every soul they can reach and suck their blood. Jeez. This is the prince's blessing. It's the kindness of the royal court left for us. In our bodies, our purest blood is now awakening. Let's waste no more time on these Victorians.
Rook, you should go.
Should have named himself Lucky. I mean, I feel like that the more on the nose the name is, the worse it goes for them.
The feline girl named Rook takes out a dagger from her waist and stops it into my hand. A large group of sarkas are closing in on our location. Magdalene, get ready to fight. It's not that hard. None of us had any combat experience before. Take a deep breath and make up your mind.
Okay.
Make up my mind. Right. Just like that circus officer who collapsed among the fluttering petals. I grip the dagger tight.
I don't know if he made up his mind all that much. He kinda just left it up to chance.
A shot rings out. Artillery fire? I thought we used up all our explosives.
Oh. Quick! Rook, Magdalene, now! We were contacted by a few old friends. They brought a whole backup unit. They even have an identification code.
Identification code? Is it the military? Victorian... Right, the military responding to the war. They must be a group of ice-cold men. They're here to kill the Sarkas and save the Victorians. They...
The exemplars, yeah, I thought so. I mean, and when it said the locator, it was obvious.
A thick, rolling cloud of dust is kicked up into the air all over within view. Again and again, bright flashes of light suddenly erupt across the ground. What is that? A tank? I can hear a firm, persevering female voice coming from Feist's communicator.
This is Tank Fire Team Horn. All units, make sure to stay clear of my blast zone. Grenade loaded. Firing second barrage. Here it comes, yeah, you better be ready.
Opening creative. Cover the Self-Salvation Corps and all citizens. Horn, continue laying suppressive fire. Those are circles. We need to find a way to stop this bloody witchcraft.
Vina, have someone else drive. I want to join the ground combat.
Hannah, eyes on the road.
Alright. Dang.
Get the tank as close to the core of the arch circle as possible. I'll take care of that thing. Vina,
you have other tasks.
All units, follow regular deployment formation. Morgan, Hannah, follow Horn's orders and cut open a path for the tank. Lieutenant Shearer, Dagda, Delphine, take command of the ground forces and form a defensive line. Stop the Sanguinarch's worms. I'm on it.
Acknowledged. Let's go, Shearer.
Acknowledged.
Mr. Misery, I leave the commander of the enemy forces to you.
Yes, sir.
All you need to do is boldly execute your plan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mateo. Like, what are you talking about? We are out of artillery shells. We haven't seen Dire Inheritor trailer after finishing Babel, did we? Oh, I guess we haven't. Yeah, I don't know if you guys mentioned that before. But yeah. Yeah. They just want to be up close and personal with the enemy.
Feist, it's been a while. We should exchange pleasantries later. I need the Self-Salvation Corps to help set up a zipline that will take me above the art circle. On it. We have no time to lose. Let us take care of the strange art circle first. I will leave my rear to all of you. While I was still trying to identify the squad that suddenly came to our aid, the blonde feline has already ziplined to the center of the battlefield.
She just gonna blow herself up again? Like with the previous altar?
She descended from the sky and bombastically made her way into the center of the art circle's blood red pillar of light. The sound of rocks blasted apart ring through the entire battlefield.
What, so is Vina the freaking... what is it called? Like the little car that we need to carry in the field in the normal stages? She's kind of playing that role at this point.
Thump. I can see each and every swing of her large sledgehammer in that red light. Forward.
Here we go. We need to watch Daggett at some point related to current chapters. Huh. Yeah, I've seen the little like short event. Or the temporal event that they have where Mystery and Mechanist are playable. And I also Radiant. Who looks really cool as well. Vina writing W's bomb. What a funny mental image. Yeah, that would have been cool if they actually had her writing the bomb at some point. Just jumps from it when it reaches the what's it called? The pillar. Just bunks it with a hammer as soon as it explodes. That'll be cool.
The feline's voice ignites the tank's engine. I see a warrior holding a sledgehammer up high, letting the Victorians to retake our land. Look how easily our Victorian tank fire can blast that thing apart. We said as much long ago. Damn bloody devils are no match for Victoria's military.
Damn bloody devils.
Crush them. No, there are too many original crystals in town. The mayor's office, the small town square, the library. Those things we've been rebuilding day in and day out. We won't make it in time.
Oh. Yeah. Ivina was very brave. It will be a perfect joke about sitting dog. Yeah, she pretty much is. Yeah. Based Radiant appreciation.
Is it over?
Is it ever?
No.
Especially when they ask that question. Oh. Ooh. It's just activated.
The pillar of red light rises from the building we built and intermingles with the festive fireworks. There is a red blood color boiling in the dark abyss. The similarly red worms are reaching their antennae toward the sky. The art circle has been damaged. The vampire's offsprings have gone berserk. Seize this opportunity. Infantry units, stop advancing. Escort all citizens out of the art circle's range. Tank squad, follow me and push forward. Destroy the remaining originum crystals in the town and commence search and rescue.
they got budget moments, yeah. It's like, oh, they're using it. They're finally making use of it.
Hell is invading my town. All while the formation's rumbling tank accelerates and blitzes in on the devils.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. Will be fun if she was riding the bomb. Okay, story continues.
You're going to after.
Okay.
Let me drink some more tea real quick.
Oh, who are we? Whose perspective are we in right now? Sorry, I read gravel and I thought they meant like the operator gravel. I'm like, gravel is here? What? I don't know who this is.
I see gravel kicked up by tires, pounding the glass. Similar size, keep retreating from the car window. Muddy earth, dried bloodstains, shell craters we carefully steer around. Water flows persistently, like an oil slick set alight. The atmosphere outside the car is tense. Everyone remains silent. The driver is focused on driving. Paprika sits beside her, occasionally turning her head to cast a worried glance. I was thinking maybe it was Paprika, but I guess not. In the cab, the miner casually oils his weapon. The shopkeep from Casdale mimics him. He cries out suddenly. It looks like he cut his palm. Oh, Amiya. Casdale has grocery stores. Children gazing longingly at candy as they lean against the counter. Old folks complaining about the changing price of salt. It makes sense, but I never really thought about those sights before. For me, Castle is just a distant memory. When I was little, Babel briefly stopped near Castle. I only remember it from a distance, a sight like a steel monster crawling through the wastes, leaving debris and thick smoke in its wake. Teresa held my hand and told me that was her home. I remember, at the time I didn't know what the look on her face meant. Much later, I talked to the operators about Castle. Mudra called it a barren land of houses stacked on top of each other. Stormite talked about an eternal furnace and crystal clusters on the city walls. She laughed an icy laugh and said, "If I were a bunny like you, I'd steer clear of the place." Castle feels like a big symbol, representing all kinds of things. Pain, hatred, oppression, slaughter. I know these are all true, objectively, but they're not everything that is Castle. Setting all that aside, I know that's the place where Teresa sacrificed everything. Even Theresa's, the mastermind behind this war, grew up there. What does the castle they envision look like?
Good question. Hit the gravel quick. Well, she has over 5,000 HP. The other gravel, you fool. The normal gravel. Yeah.
Logos quietly wipes his bone pen. On the other side, I see the doctor turning to look out the window. What's out there?
I would love to see an interaction between Amiya and Paprika. That'd be fun to see.
I tug on the doctor's sleeve.
Oh, now we're choosing dialogue for Amiya. That's cool. I guess, finally. Yeah, because Amiya is basically the protagonist. She is the protagonist of the story. As much as the doctor, or even more. Let's see.
Doctor, when the war is over, I want to visit Castle again.
That is a nice detail that they get us to choose the dialogue for her as well. Well, I mean, quote-unquote choose, right? Like, it was only one. But it's cool that they brought it back for her. Paprika and Amiya, that would be like, hey, I've been on the front line since I was a child. Same. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like they will bond over there. Yeah. All that, basically. Yeah. Let's see. Stop the car. There's something strange up ahead. All units, prepare for battle.
What is that? In the distance, the town of Brentwood is already coming into view. A crimson light rises from the center of the town, staining the surrounding land. The blood-covered veil gently envelops all things, all living things.
This feeling, it's the same one that came when we were inspecting those art circles. Banshee, your lordship, what is this? When the war started, no one expected the land to be drenched in so much blood so quickly. Modern warfare, is it? I'm afraid the vampire has all the prerequisites he needs for the ritual to fall into place. The crystals on the other battlefields were just notes resonating with the ritual. All this time, I've been looking for its center. Brentwood, this little town, has a special place in the vampire's wicked design.
Can you handle it, Logos?
This is an ancient royal court method, and they have completed the preparations for it. I need time.
We haven't exposed our position yet, so we might be able to buy some time. But wait. What's that? Fire? There's a firefight in the town there, but who is it?
It looks like they beat us here. A rather choppy meeting.
The doctor looks calm. Right, after all we've been through, we finally get to stand shoulder to shoulder with our friends again.
Oh. Lord Banshee, what are you going to do? You'll take care of the enemy, won't you? Yeah, sure. We need Paprika on main team. Yeah, I really want to get Paprika. Yeah.
Oh my god, twinning for real.
Just as they are having like a sleepover or something. On their like pajamas hugging pillows. They're just, yeah.
They forced me to do things I didn't want to. Same.
Oh man. This power, it's a blessing from His Highness, the Prince of Blood, is it? The Sanguinarch. He's blessed the Sarkas bloodline. The Ursine Miner swings his weapon and a sharp whistling sound rings out. He looks a little frightened of his own strike, almost losing his grip on the weapon. The driver and the shopkeep gather around him, investigating his new strength. Paprika moves a few steps towards me. Oh yeah. Wasn't there another character that was straight up shopkeeper? I think maybe in Babel. I meant to bring up in Wuthering Waves, there's a character named Shorekeeper, right? But for the longest time, because I haven't played the game, I just seen it from afar and like seen people talk about it. I thought her name was Shopkeeper for some reason. Only recently I was like, wait, her name has been Shorekeeper all this time? Just a, yep, one fact on that. I guess. Up here they go.
Lord Banshee, I also feel a bit stronger. A little.
Yo, Paprika buff?
Is it arm strength? Or my brains? I can't tell for sure, but I just feel kinda... It's a strengthening altar. Witchcraft. We've seen this before, but this one is on a larger scale, and it feels different. Logos, could this have any adverse...
So, yes. Yeah, everything. Quite unexpected. It does not demand the price of us. At least no one drawn from our own bodies. Not one drawn.
Then why...
Logos looks at the Sarkas girl. Paprika, was it? What do you hope to use this power for?
Well, her face like, well...
The more skilled the Sarkas become in war, the more efficient he spills blood on the battlefield. Doesn't matter if it's his enemy's blood or his own. What are you talking about, Doctor? Also, dang, you didn't have to interrupt Paprika right there. The ritual can continue. The Sanguinar has prepared for this decisive battle, but Therese's plan was just for this ritual? The Earth Circle seem to have come under attack, and the vampiric creatures are going out of control.
Yes, a large colony of crimson worms is drilling out of the ground, rushing around in all directions. A good number of them seem to have caught our scent.
Jeez.
Leave this to us, Logos. Please look into the ritual for us.
Amiya, you and the doctor could accompany me.
I look at Paprika's team in the distance. Those Sarkas are unaware of the danger here. Let's be quick.
Roger.
What are you going to do with us? What do you mean? I realized a while ago that, well, the ones who've been captured are us, right?
Very smart. Clever girl.
I know the real court guys pretty well, and you give off a totally different vibe. Your name is Amiya, right? You and this doctor are in charge. I think you're about the same age as me. And I can tell the Banshee's a pretty big deal. I can feel it. You can't fake that. But he's working for you? A few days ago, I met a Capricorn lady who called herself a Sarkas. Is she with you too? Just who the heck are you guys? Do you intend to fight us, Paprika? I can feel that the girl is not hostile.
I thought we were switching to Doctor's perspective for some reason.
Well, I don't know. In the distance, the Sarkas let go of the sudden surge of power they're feeling for a moment, and call out to Paprika. Captain, how did the Banshee get away? What do we do now? The cracks in the earth are spreading towards us. Why did they leave those 2 prisoners behind? Do the big shots from the royal court trust us so much? Yeah. Be on guard for the threats from that direction. I'll keep an eye on these too. You may be stronger, but you still don't know war. Or I guess none of you are ready to fight this war. Yeah. After all this time, how could we not know? I get a little closer to her, but she seems to misunderstand my intents and retreats half a step. Then, as if making a difficult decision, she holds her ground in front of me. And at this point, I realize she's about the same height as I am. I'm the captain of the transport team. If you're going to do something to us, you have to start with me. They're just regular people who answer His Highness' call to arms across Terra. They don't even know what they're doing. They just transport the stuff General Manfred says to move. The instant they answer the call, the Victorians will cease to call them regular people. And that's got nothing to do with what they've actually done. I think of the fires in Octoric, the factory pipes in Sodian, the street corners of Norport. Survival of the Sarkas means the destruction of Victoria.
Responding to the who are you guys? Yeah. We are RIP in short. Wait, hold on a second. Who came up with that to begin with? Like, that me is just like, huh? Who came up with that name?
The triumph of Victoria means the cleansing of the Sarkas. If the survival of the Sarkas means the destruction of Victoria, the triumph of Victoria means the cleansing of the Sarkas. Those caught in the vortex no longer have the power to choose. There are units put under my control by the General. No matter what happens, I have to guarantee their safety. I swore as much to General Manfred. The General, huh? Then first things first, let's deal with this out-of-control bloodworms together. Tell your team to fall back. Don't take any chances. These creatures will suck dry any blood they can find. Doctor, stick close to me. I will use my power to clean the way for us, and for them.
Oh. What the heck? Manfred takes his small W's where he can, yep. Now just imagine a tiny, like, doll of W. Plushy W or a figurine.
The fractured, surging land spreads out before us. The vampiric offsprings bathe in blood, indulging in the pain. Their bite is the touch of the Sanguinar himself. I raise my hand and close my eyes. I will stitch together this scarred land. I will hold the whispered fate of the myriad souls in my hands. A black rhombus, a black shadow, black art surge from my fingertips. This twisted offsprings the Serapis.
Oh.
Hey, little pony, there's a faster way to seal those cracks, you know.
Oh, hello, W.
W? Bang, bang, bang.
Nice.
It's... Sarkas mercenaries? What's your footing, Yarnball? That's not a great place to stand. Huh?
Oh. Hello, Ines. Yeah, the whole family's here.
My advice is to give that lunatic a wide berth when she's tossing bombs around.
Wide berth? What the heck? What the heck is a berth? Did I already look it up at one point? A bed? Wait, I don't think that's the... I don't think that's what they mean. Okay. A ship's allotted place at a wharf or dock. Fixed bed, more... Provide a sleeping place for... I don't think that's... I don't think that's it. I'm sure there is like a... Oh, give a... Oh yeah, give a wide berth. Steer a ship well clear of something while passing it. Okay, I see. Like, give a lot of room, basically. Okay. I gotcha. By the way, if I disappear within an hour, the main Sicilians took me. Oh gosh. They saved Godo. But I gotcha, no problem. Yoink. My advice is to give that lunatic a wide berth when she's tossing bombs around. W's not the type of sweet little sarcasm baby you gotta be close to. Oh, Ines? Thanks, and wait, over your head there, that's... the Black Crown? You're the one General Manfred was talking about.
What up? What up? I heard Manfred picking up a kid. Guess that was you. These Sarkas are under my control. You're their captain, right? Hey, let go of me! Who are you? What do you want?
We're on a mission for the military commission and all the big shots from the royal court.
Great. I'm here to enforce their discipline. Hey there, Amia. Hey there, Amia. And of course, Doctor. No, hi. Hello.
Hodder.
Have the Doctor and Hodder interacted at all? I don't think they have, right? That'd be cool to see. Have to have a couple wars with those guys.
The Black Crown? You're the one General talked about?
Appears. Who? Me? Yeah, that was weird. That was a little odd. Just hold there with a black crown, like... Yeah, I don't know how that got in on top of my head. I don't know. Plot device, I guess. Let's see.
What's wrong? Your first face-to-face meeting got you feeling disappointed? You did spend more time playing the antagonist than working our side. I'm not used to it either. No. Thank you for your help, Hodder. We can talk about the other stuff later.
Yeah, about the self-salvation people you killed. You know, water under the bridge, as they say.
As you can see, this little town is quickly becoming a war zone.
That is a scene that lives in my mind rent-free. Like him with the other outfit with a giant like sword, just cutting down people in the hallway while Feist was trying to run away, like Feist and Rock were trying to escape. That was a really cool scene. Like some Darth Vader stuff. Yeah, I do see. And we've got some important intel to share with you. About this town and the lifeline hidden in its shadows.
There are two forces attacking the town's Sarkas garrison. One is the Self-Salvation Corps that Closure brought out from Londinium. Looks like my safe house got thrashed. I hope that old hag doesn't go peacefully. The other is a force made up of soldiers who once fought for different dukes. Sorry. Don't just hate her energy, it's always the best. A force made up of soldiers who once fought for different dukes, along with some workers and refugees. It's a pretty disorganized group, led by the Siege.
Inescapable awkwardness, yeah. Yeah, okay. Ines just said that she felt sorry for Hodder. Everyone has to be in the same room with Doc, Call, and Teresa. Yeah. Hodder passes Uchan's stream. Who? Me? Yeah. Just says it on the phone and then goes. Just pauses and then goes. Yep, what's up? I'm here, by the way. Not just Siege, the Siege. Yeah. That's kind of a cooler name than the... What was the other name? I forgot. I already forgot. See, it's not as... No, that's on me. It's not as rememberable? It's not as memorable. There you go. No, the name of the group, I mean. We reached the town to find the battle has mostly subsided. Logos has not yet returned from the town center. Seems dealing with the vampiric ritual is no simple task. I catch a sight of Siege and Delphine, as well as Misery and Closure, along with fighters from the Self-Salvation Corps. See, with how OP, because it sounds like, you know, now that they make Logos playable and he's OP, like, it seems like it is very, like, plot, what do they call it? It's very accurate to the plot, where he can solo an entire army by himself. I'm actually surprised that he became playable. Exemplars, yeah, thank you. Yeah, the Siege, it sounds a little cooler than the Exemplars to me. Yeah. Glasgow sounds kinda cool too. I catch sight of Siege and Delphine, as well as Misery and Closure, along with fighters from the Self-Salvation Corps.
What was the other name also for the Salvation Corps? Because I've seen that in the wiki they also refer to them as the other name, not the Self-Salvation Corps. Which is, again, the cooler name for sure.
When we left Londinium, we never expected this rendezvous in Brentwood will be so difficult for each of us.
Eartha, yeah.
Let me get more tea.
Sorry, it's kind of cold. I feel like my nose is cold. Let me see if I can turn up the heater a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. Hopefully that's fine.
Let's see. We make our way to a dilapidated house, but the atmosphere isn't the kind of exhaustion and relief you'd expect from a long-awaited reunion with friends. After giving me a quick physical, Dr. calls it and the doctor takes some crystal samples and moved to talk privately. The room falls silent, and all eyes turn to Hoderer,
Leaning against the wall alone. Yep, there we go. It's time.
the rhythm of his sword sharpening is as steady as his breathing. Delphine recognizes Hoderer with a glance. General Manfred of the Castle Military Commission's right-hand man. He was involved in the execution and assassination of many political figures throughout Londinium. Then, Hoderer tells us about a Faranmuth brought to Londinium by the Sarkas.
Help.
Shh. Quiet down. We all turn to the Sarkas, who have not yet figured out the situation.
Where are we? Victorians? And Sarkas mercenaries?
It's okay, I'm still here. The situation is, a little bit complicated, but you can trust me on this.
Yeah, you can say that again, Paprika. That seems to be a theme.
You aren't actually gonna carry this dead weight around for the next phase of the plan, are you?
Who are you calling dead weight?
W, I promised Paprika that no harm will come to them. Road silent, same as it ever was. Then let's have them stick with my mercs. They've had it too easy for too long. Might as well bring new blood in to have some fun.
I don't think they will last a second. Not an offense to them, but more so about, how you handle your team. Would be funny if they joined the good guys without ever being aware of it. Yeah, that will be so funny. Oh, man.
Hey you, blue-haired feline. What's on your mind? You've been staring at us for a while. Feel like killing us? Go ahead, throw your sword. Oh, hello. Not gonna do it? All you want is is a Bolivarian standoff. I'm gonna pass. Me and my man that I hit the road.
Okay, so there's some Mexican in Bolivarian, apparently. I mean, it seems so for a while, but that's good confirmation.
You can stay here and stay mad.
Jeez.
Oh, by the way, Ines, if you're gonna fight the Victorians, make sure you let me know ahead of time. Wouldn't wanna miss the show. Lady Delphine. Amiya. You're alright. I'm glad. I was worried.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Oh, here comes the noise, okay. Awkward W voice.
Are we the goodies?
Yeah. Oh, okay, because they got their own stalemate happening in Bolivar. That makes sense. If you want a general South American stand-up, I'm not interested, yeah. Straight up. Yeah. Well, it will be Latin America as a whole. Some countries are more Central America. It's weird. It's yeah. Anyway. I'm not bothered by the South America thing. But yeah. It's geography. It's interesting. To say the least.
Amiya, I'm sorry. I'm willing to trust Road Silent's process in choosing collaboration partners. It's just, I'm an intelligence officer myself. It's not as if I've never heard of this Hoderer gentleman. No, it's not just him. Even Misery and Ines. I can't help but think... I can't accept it. Not at the moment.
What did Misery do? Wait, what?
No, maybe I can't ever accept it.
Just because he tried to help Mandragora, or?
I don't know. But for now, as I said, I'll trust Venus' judgment.
We need boss from 11 to tell them all to shut up, right? Being a sarcasm. Yeah, okay, I see. Wow, okay, Delphine.
If this is what we have to do, then let's do it.
That's crazy-less. But that's kinda what, she said. Yeah. That's kinda how that played out. These sarcasm won't be these scars won't be forgotten, sorry. Nor should they be. The Sarkas Wars have never ended, Feline.
Got the military commission supply lines, indeed. This has been our goal all along. In any case, this is a way to end the war quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
And as for this Farenmut,
I know what you're thinking. Now that Node Base is safe, this skeleton can become our key to counterattacking Londinium. We can't take any of this army head-on, of these armies head-on, and we can't work around the essentially unbeatable firepower of that airship. So this elusive Farenmut is the best vehicle we could hope for, and at the same time, it's a fortress and a spear aimed right at the heart.
Oh, they're gonna use it as a vehicle to head back to Londinium?
In that case, if we succeed, it'll be thanks to the leaders of the counterattack, and not Sarka's mercenaries.
It seems we have no grounds on which to refuse cooperation.
However, here it comes.
However, from a rational point of view, I understand that there are differences among the Sarkas, that the Exemplars appears to function seamlessly with Misery, but we are talking about the individual friendship.
She kinda said that, just there.
Misery is cool, but we may be able to respect, trust, and even love a few selected individuals, but now we stand before a war where all sides have blood-soaked hands. Given enough time, we may be able to determine one by one who has committed war crimes and who is innocent, but we do not have that time. We are at an impasse, Holderer. Our cooperation will be not so smooth.
Alright, sure. What are you gonna do when you do the war crimes thing? It's like, and seems like we're all guilty. Well, screw all of us, am I right? Jeez.
And that's why we are here. Rhode Island will serve as a mediator between the two parties, such that we can end the suffering of the Victorian people that this war has wrought, and such that we can prevent the Sarkas of Castle from being dragged back into the abyss.
It really feels... Well, I don't know, I'm probably overthinking this. This really feels like if Dublin was in place of the Sarkas, like this will play out the same. Like this really feels like they started the Dublin conflict and then they went, but what if Sarkas, you know? A little bit. We did all of it, yeah. There's no guiltless faction in this. Let's see. I didn't skip that one, right? Yeah. Mediator, all that.
We're not here to force handshakes and reconciliation. We can leave that to the end of this ridiculous war.
Bars?
Platitudes mean nothing. It's actions that will put an end to all of this. This is all very Rhode Island indeed. I've heard Holderer has been in contact with Rhode Island in the past.
You can say that, yeah.
You mentioned the place where the Farenmut is docked, among the large number of Sarkas garrisons.
They really are just talking about the Farenmut like it's another Tuesday, you know? I mean, I guess the title is accurate now. But I don't know, I feel like the Farenmut should be a bigger deal. But I guess with all they've seen of the Sarkas witchcraft, it's like, oh yeah, I guess there's a Farenmut now. Yeah. More Legionnaire suggestion. Yeah, that's whatever the equivalent is in Terra. I don't think it exists, actually. I don't think it's a thing over there. Yeah. To the point that I find it funny the Dublin heard sarcasm infected. Yeah. It does feel like it overcomplicates things a little bit, because it's like we have yet another faction. And I'm sure they're gonna try to solve that, because, the Victorian arc is coming to an end, and I fear that it's gonna feel rushed. But, well, we'll see. I do know that the next chapter is very long, so maybe they will give it the time that it requires. Maybe. No spoilers, but I do imagine some of y'all are gonna be like, maybe. Anyway, let's continue. But if we're talking about the plan rationally, a small number of elites will do better than sending workers in street thugs to their deaths, yes? You can speak openly, I won't mind. Like Dublin's goal and slogan is 1-to-1, the same as Theresa's. Yeah, I find that so weird. Remember when Dublin was part of the arc story? Yeah. Sorry if this feels a little repetitive to those who don't mind that, but yeah, it is hard to not notice the weird pivot that the story took. Yeah. The international community hasn't been formed because they don't want to invent war crimes yet. Oh, you mean like the concept of war crimes? Yeah. Oh man, that will be a funny arc if they ever get to it. Oh, not a funny arc, but an interesting arc to touch on. Let's see. But my boys won't miss a chance to strike at the Sarkas. Our armor can draw the garrison's fire. All right. I see Hodder smiling. It seems this is a side of Siege that relaxes him, at least a bit. After all, he seems to be hiding something. I forgot this was supposed to be a me. That'll do. Thanks. Hodder expresses his gratitude and the discussion comes to a close. Oh, okay. Sarka's mercenary, Hodder. After reunited with W in Chernobog, Ascalon gave me his complete file. It dates back to the time of Babel. So I trust him. Amiya. This is our first formal cooperation with Rhodes Island. Yes, it is. But if I might ask you a question. Sure. You didn't express your worries or concerns just now. Your innermost thoughts are to save lives, to put an end to war and hate. Isn't that right? ... I've heard that the King of Sarkas can see into people's hearts. It seems from the ambiguous feelings Ines gets. I probably can hide it from you. Oh, it's different from... Did I read that? It's probably... It's different from the Ines thing. I can respect a Sarkas who has struggled since the Babel days. I hope you can answer from your own free will. So that's how it is. Yeah. I'm fighting for that future. Very good. Thank you for your answer and your trust. Oh, hello, Calcit. Yeah, I forgot you were here. Logos, Dr. Calcit, you're back. Oh, they're just coming back. Okay. They double out. They did. I've analyzed the vampiric ritual. The results are worrying. It is indeed a blood blessing, using ancient and very fine techniques. The Sanguinarch borrows the witchcraft's power, collecting blood spilled in the war to activate the bloodline within the Sarkas warriors. He is giving the Sarkas a constant reminder of our fundamental differences with the other races. It's less amplification and more incitement. But most importantly, I'm afraid he's using only a small part of the power he's collected for this purpose. More energy is going somewhere else. Somewhere I don't know. I try to track it, but the structure of the art is complex and chaotic. It only points to Londinium. What is he playing at? And that reminded me. At this very moment, at the center of the battlefield stands a Sarkas leader, even better at absorbing and exploiting death than the vampire. If it was really just about strengthening the warriors, why will they bother using the witchcraft of the Crimson Court? And why use an art circle? Such that even the town on the edge of this war gets roped in. Do you have a theory? A game theory, perhaps? The airship. The airship. The Fahrenmut. The shard and the witchcraft device right here. The doctor's concerns are justified.
As you said, the Fahrenheit will be our most important breakthrough, and we must take action as soon as possible. With our vampire and Axerar, even the Confessari, they are all exposed to Nightingale in a most unusual way. They are taking risks. There is a reason why the war is being fought at this particular point in time. Therese is preparing his final trump card in Londinium. Sure, seizing the capital of an empire is already unheard of. But what could it be? Let me start with a fundamental question. A question so fundamental that even the Sarkas have forgotten it. Why are the Sarkas so uniquely susceptible to oropathy? Ooh. Okay, we're finally getting there. Don't worry about that. A plane didn't just fall from the sky. Yeah. Just more heater noise. That felt so long. Jeez. Okay. If going by the Red Altar event, Dublin's forces now with the Duke of Wellington. Yeah, they're kind of still there. Yeah, and from the event, they felt like they were gonna play a bigger role, but they kind of been around. Not very much in the relevant, spotlight, I guess. But, alright, let's keep it going. Ooh, before and after. Okay, oops. Let's do this. Yeah, I wonder if the Londinium arc, or the Londinium event that's coming out at some point, it's in like 6 months or so. If there's gonna be some Dublin in that, or what the conflict will be. So yeah. Hello. Oh, back to our boy. Let's see. Sometimes I think that if there really is a creator responsible for these lands, he's one cruel bastard. He came up with a really awful disease, where you feel your body being consumed, gradually being replaced by these crystals, helpless to do anything to stop it. Doctor is like, so my bad, OG. I guess they're waiting for the conflict to end to take advantage of a weakened Victoria. Maybe so, yeah. That will make sense. You can feel your very self being removed from your body, day by day. You can only accept it. Doctor sweating. In my defense, I didn't mean to, yeah. We can only accept it. In this creation of oropathy is actually one of the gentler ones across the lands. The infected and the uninfected. 9 tells me our persecution is as old as civilization itself. So, what about poor and rich, slave and noble? Foreigner and local, disabled and able-bodied, even abnormal and normal. A parasitic disease is scary, sure, but oropathy is only the most obvious, the most prominent, and of the terrible diseases out there. The creator's really awful inventions are poverty, war, bottomless, insatiable greed, the malice and hypocrisy that bring so much suffering, gaps we can never close. But the truth is, we all know no creator came up with that stuff. Doctor is like, yeah, definitely. Humans, we invented it all on our own. I mean, I was gonna say that, yeah. You and me. We created them. Ooh. I've been watching Arcane Season 2. I don't know if you guys have been watching it. And there's a very similar discussion in the final episode that has come out. Episode 6 of the second season. With, well, I guess I shouldn't say with who. But yeah. Just reminded me of that. Doctor here in Gentle. Phew, not that bad, huh? What a relief, yeah. You got oropathy, so tragic. It's ramen raw. Yeah, I finally found the scene where Calcit mentions that. It's in chapter or episode 7, I think. They are at least the CG. It looks like beneath one of the. Let me see if I can find it real quick. No, I think I downloaded the screenshots. Yeah, it's underneath in the. What's it called? In the inside of an nomadic city. Like, I don't know if it's when they're facing Krasnova or later on in Chernobog.
When calls it, yeah, brings it up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. No, I don't know where. Oh, there it is. Yep. Whoops. Yeah, you might not remember, but I do. I remember you had quite a talent for heating up rations by pouring boiling water directly into your mouth at 4 in the morning. Such a random piece of dialogue. Like, who came up with that? It's funny though. I respect it. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. It's right here, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Oh, whoops, center it. Yeah, there it is. There she is. So silly. The real devil was humans all along. They themselves create their own enemies. Andonian. They are Inferno itself. Ooh. Is that from Guide Ahead? Pop wars are becoming more and more relevant by the day. What does Victor say? Like the source of our greatest good is also the force of our the source of our greatest evil, or something like that. Yeah. Good news or bad news? Yo, Red, hello. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oops. Episode 6. Speech? I don't know if it's gonna come up, but yeah. The good news is that the workshop is still intact. The fort is heated good. The Dukes and the Sarkas never got to use it as an outpost. The bad news is someone's living there. We saw lights. I walked up, identified myself, and the lights went out. Oh wow, someone actually... Thanks for Reddit. I never thought I would say that. Someone actually wrote it down. Nice. Yeah, the man. Yeah, what Victor says at the end of that episode. Humanity, our very essence, is inescapable. Our emotions, rage, compassion, hate, two sides of the same coin, intractably bound. That which inspires us to do our greatest good is also the cause of our greatest evil. Such a good episode. Might be refugees or deserters. Sorry, anyway, back to the story. I'm big on Arcane. I apologize. Just had to divert real quick. But they put out the lights. That means they're wary of us. Oh, also this one. Our fighters are ready for anything. Oh, everyone is here, I guess. No, let's not be hasty. They might just be cautious or fearful. Don't jump to conclusions. And anyway, Red's carrying a pretty long blade. Anyone will want to play it safe. Good point. Yep. Why don't I go? I'll have a word with them. By yourself? That's enough. The more men we send, the more nervous they'll be. Besides, if they menace harm, a few more hands won't make a difference. The sky to the south has been red for the past few days. Percival and the others even found an art circle. We need to move fast. There's some risk in that. I know. But we made it out of Chernobog. Fair enough. We'll be ready to provide support on the sidelines to make a breakthrough. This place was some kind of distillery before the Victorian reunion settled in. I can already smell the booze. Romanik would have loved it. Just noticed something? What's up, Les? What you noticed? Something like the sprites? Or about the story as a whole? Let's see. It certainly was a distillery. Secret distilleries like this are common enough in Victoria, dodging around punishing taxes imposed by the lords. They could be used to make crude medication for the infected. Soaking, mixing, distilling herbs will work, but purification, no way. I'm starting to admire the Victorian reunion. They found this place and turned it into a distribution center for medicine.
When did they start calling themselves Reunion and build all this? I'm not sure. Excuse me. All I know is that the building is just an old house covered in vines now. No movement around, no lights in the house. A figure flashes by the windows. Red was right. There are people here, and they've spotted me. I dust off my clothes and fix my hair, trying to look more presentable. Hello? Anybody home? Just in the middle of nowhere. Passing by. Let's see. In Kaira Head, they said that there was one day that Al Sancta felt unbearable sorrow. It was a day... Oh, the day that Teresa died? Yeah, I mean, based on Babel, that will make sense. Arknights also say that all Sarcasm noticed it. But yeah, I never connect these two dots before. Yeah, it's cool. I guess, yeah, it's one of those things that Babel really helps. Like, bringing it all together, you know? But, yeah, but you can see, and it's cool to see, like, the clues were there all along. It's always cool in a narrative to have that. Once a Sarkas, forever a Sargas. You Sarkas, you lose. Oh, man. No answer. Oh, hi, I'm Garth. I guess that's my name. I got a team nearby. I'm pretty sure you saw them earlier. Don't worry, we mean no harm. The Victorian Reunion used to use this workshop to make medicine. It brought hope to a lot of infected around Londinium. Around Londinium, sorry. Getting all tongue twisted here. Its medicine even circulated among the workers in the sewers below the city's industrial districts. Whoever you are, you know the war is turning a lot more people infected. We want to get things going again here, to help them. Since you're occupying the place, we need your cooperation. We can provide medicine or other supplies. We'll trade fair. Still no response. Oh. The dark knob turns, and I grip the hilt of my sword. Smart. After everything we've been through, I know it's pretty likely I'll be staring down a pitchfork or hatchet next. I'm numb to that sort of thing now. The door opens. Oh. Reunion, you say? Reunion? Huh. Your clothes. Who are you? Mace. Come in. Have we heard that name before? Somehow that sounds familiar. New CG? Yo, let's go. Oh. Huh. There are more people hiding inside than I guessed, and it's quite a group. Some of them are obviously infected, while others leaning against the wall are probably ordinary refugees from the city. They are all looking over, silently, watching me and the woman in the Victorian Reunion uniform. Look away and clear out. The crowd falls back, and Mace leads me past their collective gaze. These people are terrified. Huh. Are you in charge here? This place is under my control. Let's find a place to talk. Okay. Victorian Reunion. Percival is in Victorian Reunion too. Our organization doesn't exactly have franchising procedures, and once the word of the name spread south, the Reunion flag started popping up in all sorts of places. That also means there have been various acts of violence, acts of revenge, taking place under the Reunion name. The kind of thing that happened in Chernobog. I start looking at this Mace. She seems nervous. Her gait is unnatural. Okay. We are in the deepest depths of the workshop. Here we are. Nobody comes in here. So your Reunion, the real Reunion, you came from the north? From Ursus? Yes, Ursus, Colombia, and now we are in Victoria. That's a ways. Your uniform, it's... I used a bedsheet. I ran into a group from Ursus before. They said you dressed like this. I think I got the emblem right. Looks a bit big. Did you come here just to mock my handiwork?
So you control this place just because you dressed up in the garb of the infamous reunion?
Let's get to the point. I don't have much time. You want to get this place up and running again? To start making medicine?
Yes, if news got out that reunion is running the place again.
No. Things are more complicated than you know. We have all kinds of people here. I'm worn out breaking up the daily fights between infected and uninfected. And you want to make infected medicine? You might as well blow the place up. It's hard to keep a balance between them.
Okay, I don't think that's how it should work, but alright. Victorian refugees are like Casimir's workers, Syracusan immigrant, reunion officer undercover, Iberian tourist, couple of actual Victorians. Yep. That does seem to be the case. You're a reunion, aren't you? At least you claim to be.
More or less.
Who are your people?
What else will they be? Homeless infected, or refugees. People who have lost everything. We all need a roof over our heads. I first came here with a few other infected. We found this ruin. Later, more people came, including some less than honest folks. We don't take anyone else in anymore. I'm glad to see you, reunion comrades, but I don't want to worry anyone here.
Worry?
That you're conspiring with us to wipe out the uninfected in our midst. Whether or not it's just a pretext to get us to open our doors to you, we can trade supplies, but let's leave it at that.
There are plenty of uninfected here, so I get what you're saying. But I still think it will be a good idea to talk it over with your people before you come to a decision. As long as we can get back to making medicine here, we can come to a long-term agreement.
No, thank you.
Dang. That's it for me. Gotta run. Remember to keep your perfumers away from harm. Thank you for coming by, Godo. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care. And yeah, will do.
Now, up with you. It was nice meeting you. If you want to take this place, you're welcome to it. As long as you can take it.
I can see her expression behind the mask. Maybe she's just bluffing. Alright then. But I turned around, nevertheless getting ready to leave.
Hey, reunion.
Yes?
Is Tallulah with your group?
She is. Another Tallulah worshipper? Sure enough, she's our banner, and that's her cage now too.
I hear she has a nomadic city. Does that city of hers only take infected? If you haven't been infected, are you allowed to go there? I've heard from the passing caravans. I've heard it's a nice place. There's some people here in less than ideal positions. Refugees from the wilderness. Orphans without a single relative. Talk of that reunion city has everyone full of hope. But you only stand with the infected, right?
City? There might be a misunderstanding here. Hello. Well, see, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if they mean Chernobog or they're thinking of Rhodes Island, actually. Who knows? Mace, do you know what they did? Did you tell them to do it? Have they gone mad? What are you talking about? Those idiots. He might have been a fighter in the war here, or some important figure here to them us all. We might be just a couple hours from a battalion of Sarkas coming in here to wipe us out. What's going on? Are you with Reunion like Mace? It was you, your people, those infected. They killed the Sarkas in the warehouse. Pollux. He was infected too. He's going to explode, right? We need to deal with him. I'll take a look.
Go quickly. You should be able to help.
Oh boy. On the ground lies the corpse of a Sarkas. Oh, okay, that was true. I know this guy. The Sarkas who rode a motorbike. He was a junkman. going around selling stuff he took off the dead. He was clearly beaten to death, limbs twisted up in unnatural ways. His hands are tied. He must have tried to break free, judging by his bloody wrist. The gathered crowd is mostly silent. I feel a chill, leaving me briefly speechless. Well, great job, guys. Yeah, friggin' bike man. He's dead. The circus aren't so strong. Here, the medicine he had on him, and some stale bread. The one who did the killing doesn't look well. He indifferently breaks off a piece of bread and hands it to someone beside him. He deserved it. Someone spits on the ground. One of them notices me, approaching me while chewing a piece of bread taken off the dead man. You're with Reunion, aren't you? Mace never told us how we could join you. I remain silent for a while, calming myself down. I lower his hand for him, spotting the Londinium crystals growing on his arm. Why did you do it? Did he threaten you? Try to hurt you? Huh? Why? It's as if he suddenly loses interest, stumbling over to a nearby crate and taking a seat. When the circus burned our family and humiliated my daughter, did anyone ask why? He wasn't a soldier. He wasn't a murderous devil from Castle. He was just a wandering hawker, selling his wares on the battlefield. He even helped you. Huh? What does he mean? Was he Reunion too? I am Reunion. You lot must know what it is Reunion fights for. Sure, you're fighting for all the infected. Okay, there we go. The one who never got... This man that you tortured to death. The one who never got a chance to share his name. Wasn't he an infected? But he was Circus. Medicine and compassion cannot help the infected in a way that matters. But solidarity and strength can. There you go. Solidarity. Yeah, that's what... Yeah, it said solidarity. I mean, I thought that was a word. Maybe it is, I don't know. Infected have no homeland. We share the same fate, the same sorrow. Yeah, not joining Reunion. Yeah, not after this. Yeah, yay. Jeez. Solidarity. Infected have no homeland. We share the same fate, the same sorrow. These people don't understand. I never thought about it. But what about us? Will the veterans from Ursus in the team treat the infected from Casimir as well? Can Sancta infected coexist with Sarkas? That's the right question. Even at Rhodes Island, What about the future? If we succeed one day, and the Emperor of Ursus vows to stop massacring the infected, if he takes to grant us land and cities, in this beautiful, seemingly impossible future, will the infected start killing each other? Will we fracture, collapse, and give them another chance to butcher us? Hey, Garth, his corpse. It's glowing. He's about to disintegrate. Alright, let's get out of here. I had no idea his condition was so serious. Or did he really not leave any medicine for himself, trying to save money for some future that will not be his own? Get out of here, now! Run! Mace, how do you process the infected here? That room, the innermost one. Hurry, we have to throw him in there. Damn it all. I need a second. Protection for the nose, mouth, and wounds. I mean, you're wearing a mask, aren't you? I guess it doesn't have protection in the eyes and stuff. Mace and I leave the circus corpse and kick open the door. Upon opening it, my personal original monitor starts beeping incessantly. I've never heard the alarm going so intensely before. Just how many infected were processed here? Every inch of the room is covered with a thick layer of originium dust,
Crystal clusters forming in the corners. Danger is no longer sufficient to describe the urgency of the situation. Sheesh. I don't know where things are going to get out of hand for this place. When things. But putting a disintegrated infected in there is definitely not a good idea. Yeah, they got their own, like, caustic room. Jeez. The Emperor versus his kind that want to ban the hunting and infect slavery, but his nobles kind don't want to it. I didn't know about that. So I guess there is some progress being done. It's just, probably gonna take a while based on that. No good. Move. What are you doing? Why is the body? There's too much originium in here. How many infected have been processed in this room? Well, it was years they were being processed in there. There's originium dust in the air. The place won't survive a violent disintegration. Get everyone out, now! Oh shoot. Is it just gonna blow up? What? Don't you get it? The originium environment here is extremely unstable. The place could blow out at any minute. So we leave? And go where? Everything out there is... There is no time. We're talking about reunion here. They have an entire bloody nomadic city. Yes, run, get them all moving. Yes, whatever it takes. I've contacted some of our teams on the outskirts. They'll take some of you in. Yeah, there's still some booze left in the distillery. If there's an explosion, the whole place is going with it. And that... Well, that's just what happens. Hey, Mace, where are you going? What is she doing? Wait, what? Huh? I mean, I guess they are joining reunion after all. At least momentarily. The woman dressed in reunion uniform is struggling with the machinery in the deepest depths of the workshop. What are you doing here? Help me pull that lever. Did you work here before? But you're not infected. Thanks for not exposing me. Pull harder. Where did you get that reunion outfit? This used to be a reunion base, and so many died here. Don't test my patience. I didn't do anything. It's what they all say. I was a worker here. That reunion lot took over the distillery, and they needed hands to run the machines for them. It's just... The mercenaries hired by the Lord attacked, and I ran. I'm not infected. Why should I die here with those reunion? So why did you come back? Why? Because I had nowhere else to go, damn it. What other reason would I end up trading my life for a secret distillery? I'm not infected, but sometimes I feel like I'd rather be with reunion. At least they have something to fight against. They have a purpose. Pull harder. It's stuck. First, open the switch for this unloading port. Reunion left behind a whole lot of material. The doctor said it was the cheapest painkiller formula. They were working on it for a long time. It only relieves pain, but that's enough, right? With this, can I be a genuine part of reunion? That is, I might be allowed a home in your nomadic city. Yeah, about that. Episode 8. The young emperor banning the infected slave mine. Oh, that sounds familiar, yeah. Got a little blowback and he said even if it's the right thing to do. Yeah, I will have to read. I've been thinking about rereading certain parts of the story in my own. Yeah, because there's some cool stuff like that you just kind of forget, but then obviously it's gonna be brought up at one point probably. So, gotta keep it in mind. I mean, the story probably will remind you, but, it's cool to have it for, like, theory crafting and stuff. Nomadic city. I take a deep breath and throw out a kick. It makes me sore. The lever finally loosens. The machine comes to life. The giant hopper tilts to one side, and what falls out of it is countless petals. She hurriedly picks up the herbs scattered across the ground and carefully piles them in her arms. If I don't consider where exactly I am, I feel like this could be a beautiful sight. Just like that city. We don't have a city. But those reunion guys all said... But... Well, I'm in a nomadic city. A city, you know, we... People without a home. People with nowhere to go. The infected across the world are growing more and more numerous. It's not that the disease is becoming virulent. It's just that the world is becoming more cruel. The great worthies have so much to say about the modern era we live in. An unprecedented era of high-speed battleships, nomadic cities, of industry. How enlightened our era is. How tragic our era is. Oh yeah, I think I remember him saying his record, yeah. Stand together. Can the infected really stand together, naturally? Who do we stand with? Is it just the infected? That nomadic city we're dreaming of, does it have a place for them? Is a city enough to accommodate everything? Take the herbs. We need to leave. There is no obligation to join Reunion. If you're willing to fight side by side with us, you are already Reunion. But I'm not infected. It's not only the infected who want to resist. And besides, I need you to help me figure out who killed that Sarkas man. They need to be punished. Let's go. Now come on, let's go. Why is it that whatever Reunion is on screen, the writing gets a 43% quality increase? That's oddly specific, but I kind of agree. I very much agree, actually. Yeah, I really miss the Reunion arc, to be honest. Oh, so good. Yeah. So many factions now. Anyway, let's see. We make our own way quickly through the gigantic tanks. Tanks. Some places have already started collapsing. The air is full of the pungent scent of alcohol, with smoke floating in from somewhere. This workshop, where the Victorian Reunion began, is about to go up in flames. We're almost there. Quickly now. The waves of intense heat hit. May struggles to stay standing. The herbs in her arms are lit by the hot air. Are lifted. Ah, my... Oh. Are we good? Above our heads roars the sound of buckling metal. Well, alright. I push her away. Then I jump up with all my strength and gather up the petals. Whoa! I collapse. It's hot. The sun is burning. I'm burning. Is that the exit? A few steps further. But they're watching behind me. Those eyes. Are they judging me? Or just judging my insignificant death? What did they expect of me? I can't think about it. I can't. Maybe I let them down with their deaths. They should hope for a more meaningful end for me. Like, I don't know. Dying on the steps of the palace in Deity Gifferberg. Anyway, not here. Not dying for an uninfected woman I just met, holding some broken petals in my arms. How could I face them here? But I still need to face them. Oh shoot. Take them and go. The exit is right ahead. Don't lose them this time. I might have crushed some of the petals. Give them to a woman named Nine. She knows what to do. Don't dawdle. Move. Oh, it's hot. It burns. I remember the afternoon when I first learned I had neuropathy. What was it exactly that caused my infection? I still don't actually know. Maybe it was the time I fell in the river and something scratched my leg. Might have been an active originium crystal instead of a rock. Maybe it was the dust I inhaled in the mines. Maybe it was the industrial waste from the factories. Maybe. But when I got home, the smell of smoke in the room hadn't dissipated. My luggage was packed and placed on the table where we usually ate together. I found a salt lake, but I wasn't lucky. Maybe I chose the wrong place. There was no boat at this time. I owe a lot to the Rhodes Island operator who came over and talked to me when I was sitting by the lake. 9. Red. Percival. Tallulah. Ugh. I'm not sure if I'll be burned to cinders by the time you find me, but I hope this recorder survives. You ask, are we fighting for all the infected? Whether they're despicable, upper class, or even royalty? Or are the people we unite with, the people we want to fight alongside? Only the infected. Only them?
Well. Hi, Dine. Welcome in. Man, not guard, yeah. Ooh, I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted. I gotta sit on that, because I'm conflicted on how I feel about him going out like this. Ooh. Damn it, guard, admitting New Year's life. She was gonna cry again. Oh, yeah. Oh, what the heck? Are we just moving on from that? Wait, what? Oh, Chen? Yo, let's go. We're just moving from that. What? Hello, came out from the worst moment. It seems like we did, yeah. Hi, Dine. Yeah. Need to think on that, because on a sense, I kinda don't... I mean, obviously it sucks, right? But I was thinking narrative-wise how I feel about him dying here. And I don't know, there has been situations where other characters have died in like a random, not random, but like, where it feels... yeah, I just need to like process the moment. But where characters die in a moment that it just feels like very, very sudden, and kind of out of place. And this kind of feels like that, but part of me is like, you know, you know, because of the whole talk that he had about, you know, fighting for the infected or for more than that, you know, having the recorder. Yeah, I don't know. I need to think about that. Anyway. There is another LGD there? Ooh, okay. I'm confused then. Anyway, let's continue, I guess. Let's see. When I was still in the LGD, I used to spend my afternoons coming around the city. I knew very well my duty, what I was expected to fight against. We wielded law and order as our weapons to curb chaos, resolve disputes, fight crime, and right wrongs. Back then, I thought people were just so easily corruptible. All of us are born pure and without flaw, but evil creeps in with age, like how mold corrupts every branch and leaf on a plant. Oh, right. I forgot that 9 was part of the LGD at one point. Right. Okay, I'm glad we're continuing with these guys then. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, again, there was that part at the beginning of the chapter, which is why I'm like... I need to think on... yeah, how I feel about that. Anyway, I mean, we're not even done with this section, so yeah, let's keep it going. I used to think this land could be rid of evil, if we were strong enough, selfless enough. I held that belief, until I became infected, until I went to Longman's slums. And I realized that justice is even weaker than men are. When mutated plants grow from dirty soil, are the flowers in the greenhouse qualified to critique their twisted forms? Do they have the authority to cut off their branches? There is no way we can talk about the same kind of justice until we share the same soil. Yeah, the reason it feels weird is because of that. Yeah, he was like day 1. And so dying in something that feels unrelated it's a little weird, but I don't know. I still need to think on that. I don't want to say it was bad right away. Because I mean, I think there is some, for a lot of good to that. But anyway, hurry, get everyone out of the building and as far away as possible. My stuff is still inside. It's all my family has. What stuff? Pillows and a mattress. The last of the belongings I took from my home.
Are you mad? Follow me to the back where it's safe. I completely forgot she was Percival. I'm sorry. You haven't forgotten yet, right? Better count yourself lucky for that.
Yeah, this is Noble. Okay, I had people mixed up. The crowd's so chaotic. There's so many people running out from there. We don't know who's infected and who isn't. And there might even be some wanted fugitives among them. We don't know where they even came from. And this fire, we're not far from the battlefield. Who knows what kind of attention we'll attract. We could leave right now. We're not responsible for this fire. 9. Make your decision.
People are screaming, crying, falling into the mud, and crawling back up to their feet. The fire burns a rosy red behind them.
Oops. It was an infected who started the fire. Some infected exploded, so that distillery...
What's that got to do with us? Wasn't it you lot who brought the Sarkas here?
Not us. It's all because of you, infected. We could have hidden here for so much longer if it weren't for you.
What the bloody hell did you just say? Did you already forget who took you all in?
You dare strike me? You...
Enough. Incessant bickering. Endless verbal abuse. If you don't want to move, I can send you back into the fire.
Reunion, you and Mace are the same gang. If it weren't for the infected, if it weren't for you, infected.
And what if we weren't infected? Open your eyes. We're not the ones who caused you to lose everything you owned and made you huddle together in an abandoned distillery with nothing but the clothes on your back. We are no different, except for the stones in our bodies. Bars? We had everything taken from us by this disease, but you haven't experienced how hard it gets, and yet here you are in the same wretched plight as us.
What do you know? Ever had a finger chewed off by a machine on the assembly line? Been thrown out of a factory? Had your house burned down by some lord? You yell about the injustices you suffer, but you're not the only ones who live unfair lives. The Viscount who burned down my home? Everyone says his son actually has neuropathy, but so what? A big wig like him can just send his son to a fancy hospital in Colombia. But us? Me? He burned down my house with my 2 children inside it, just because I couldn't pay my taxes, just because I talked back to him. And no one dares to care, because he's so high and mighty while I'm disabled and poor. Okay, this is an important conversation to have, but we are kind of in the middle of a fire. I don't know. Do you know how hard it is for us island Victorians? Real. You're not the ones enslaved by your fates. So what does it seem like you're the only ones who can actually stand up to those bullies so brazenly and even kill them?
Why? Because we don't want to remain enslaved by those chains. No one ever said you couldn't fight against it.
Yeah. Could we overlook the suffering of the masses? Wait, who? There's no way I could do that. I don't have your origin hearts.
Don't make excuses for yourself. It's not like every infected comes with powerful arts. 9. We're already grouping up. Are we evacuating? Tell Red to bring a few of his men to monitor our surroundings. The battlefronts near us are currently at a deadlock, so the warring parties might be unable to spare any manpower to inspect a distance.
Well, I'm getting all tongue twisted. I don't know what's happening. Okay, tell Red to bring out his men to the parties. The battlefronts near us are currently at a deadlock, so the warring parties might be unable to spare any manpower to inspect a distant fire. Yeah, that was a bit of a tongue twist at the end for some reason.
Percival, help me calm down the people who just escaped, and get their names as you examine and provide medical treatment. We'll stay here for 1 more day at most, to be safe. I got it.
I'll help. I'm familiar with burns and respiratory blockage.
Oh, we haven't been able to contact Guard yet either. We're not sure if he made it out. Don't worry, I'll find them.
After all that talk, I don't know if there's gonna be any of him left. We both made it out of Chernobyl after all. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All that just to die here. That's messed up.
9. The concentration of originium dust particles. I was already rushing towards the burning distillery. I've entered a scene like this before, back in Lungmen, multiple times. As an LGD officer and as a slum resident. Yeah, I guess we never saw her as LGD member. So I forgot about that. But we did see her interact with Chan, of course. But yeah. One stream, I'll just say that was just a event. No worries, Les. I gotcha. Yeah. Let's see. Fire means loss, and also destruction. I always see tears falling down shard remains. Falling upon shard remains. Sometimes they're from infected, and other times they're regular citizens. And at moments like this, rumors will spread through the spectating crowd. The casualties were a few infected, or perhaps they were regular citizens. Maybe it was infected exacting revenge on his neighbors who had harassed him. Or maybe his uninfected neighbors were fed up with all the sick people hiding just next door. But no one has ever questioned why fires uptown are always extinguished as soon as possible. While the big blaze that destroys several buildings and causes an unclear number of casualties always happen in the slums. That's I don't know, I kind of like that part, like that example of like how infections and like especially because they've said like the whole bias against infected has existed for like as long as civilization, and so it's kind of nice, not nice to see, but you know, it's cool for world building to see like how it affects day-to-day life. I burst through the distillery doors, and I witnessed a portion of the building fiercely collapsing not far from the exit. A single hand extends from the metal and debris, holding onto Guard's recorder. Oh, shoot. Oh. Nah, I don't think he's making it. Or are the people we unite with, the people we want to fight alongside? Yep, they're playing the recorder. Only the infected? Only them? We infected are just the culmination of all the decay there is. We gather as one because of our shared experience. But what unites us is not just disease. Let's say we meet a noble, abusing his power to exploit the people. How will we treat him? If he was actually an infected. We can't use our infection as our sole criterion and slogan. Our companions must share the same belief. We will not only retaliate against the humiliation we've suffered, but also liberate the same people who have caused us pain. We're not the only ones enslaved across the lands, so we should stand with them together. We need to get them to stand with us. We can't just fight against disease. What should we actually be fighting against? What are we building here? Many years ago, when I had just become an infected, I really loved drinking. Back then, Ace warned me that if I carried on with that hobby of mine, I'd die with my drink someday. And here I am, in a distillery. Well, there you go. 9. You've replayed it so many times now. I know. Tallulah, I've been wondering, if we really did manage to build a city for the infected, what would it look like? Are you sure it wouldn't be a hospice at its core? All we do in that city is to wait for everything that we've covered in a blanket of disintegrated originium dust, for our deaths to come one by one. Yes. We can't just wait for our ends to come like this. 9. Tallulah. What is it? I'm thinking of leaving your group for a bit. Yesterday, I met some people among the refugees who escaped from Londinium. They mentioned some
matters I'm concerned about. That maybe someone I've been asking this whole time is still hiding in there. So I'll be heading over.
Londinium isn't safe at all right now.
I think Tallulah already told you about me.
You're a long-lived.
Yes, there is no way for me to die. I become more and more sick of this reality of mine. Well, in Terra, I'm sure they'll find a way. Don't worry about it, dude.
You want to kill yourself? How did you get your longevity in the first place?
Longevity. Huh. How did I first come to realize the joke that played fate on me? I had my share of happy days, too. I came to know the one and only wife I've had. Had children, a family, devoted my heart and soul to original arts research. Of course, I was the primary focus of my studies. My children grew up while we were old. Everything was going as natural order of things. Until my wife died in an accident. War broke out, and I was forced to leave my children. I suddenly realized in the years I spent as a refugee that I hadn't changed at all. The Emperor started a war, a king was hanged years later, and then the Duke's conspiracies came to light. Afterwards, the circus. I didn't change a single bit in all those years, until today. I have nightmares every day, and in them, I hear a voice I don't recognize. Or maybe it's every voice I recognize calling out to me together. Pain makes you live forever, and only happiness can kill you. Actually, I was already aware of this early on. But what can I even do to feel happiness and relief? Especially after witnessing death after death, and experiencing tragedy after tragedy. We are in an era of suffering and despair, so I shall go look for those hiding behind the curtain.
I have no right to make you stay, but there's no need to say your goodbyes so quickly.
Excuse me?
Sorry. If you wish to return to the nexus of the war, we might not have to go our separate ways.
Is that so? I thought you will return to Colombia after gathering up enough hands.
Running to another place will never put a stop to anything.
Fair enough. Perhaps the foes we are facing are fundamentally similar. Also, leave a bouquet of flowers for Guard on my behalf.
I will.
Yeah, well, I guess let's, until I finish reading through this, and I'll read your chat, and then I'll give my thoughts.
9. Percival, you... I'm fine. I just got some smoke in my eyes. We are done registering the third batch of infected, and all 7 of them have gotten medicine from this workshop before. They told me many infected used to gather and live in a tiny village near this forest to access the workshop. When the workshop was destroyed, most of them left or died, but some still remain close by. They were all drawn here by the huge blaze.
Indeed. I look at the petals given to me by the person they call Mace. The reunion doctor here spent their life... What? The reunion doctor spent her lives here for these herbs. Huh? I guess the reunion doctor here, like that lived in this... from the distillery, yes. The reunion doctor here spent their life here for these herbs, and according to her, Guard also died for them. I recognize most of these plants. The infected used to chew them for pain relief before modern pharmaceutical companies were a thing. Perhaps the effectiveness of our crude drugs can improve by referencing this, even if just by a little. I can't simply wait for a end. Watch yourselves wither away. There's more work to be done.
Guard, we didn't manage a clean conclusion on our last discussion, but I have to make a decision on my own now. 9. We want to hold a little farewell rite for Guard, and it won't take much time to do so.
Right. I'll make some flowers bloom here. The enormous blaze burns throughout the night. We finally abandon our efforts to recover Guard's body. Red finds a beautiful sturdy tree,
its trunk perfectly pointing up towards the sky. He digs a hole and buries that cute towel of cards in it. Flowers grow around the freshly dug soil. The floral patterns on the towel were too crude. A garden like this suits him better. Red. I'm done questioning everyone that came out from the workshop. The circus who died in the underground warehouse. The one who rode the motorbike. He was murdered by a few infected Victorians. They were driven out of their homes by the circus. Some of them lost their loved ones too, so they felt rightfully furious and I, calmed them down a little. What's the plan? Back in Ursus, everyone used to think it was through the power of unity that Reunion managed to fight together with the patrol units, taxmen, and minecarts. That wasn't the case. We simply had no choice left to break the knife pointed at our throats. Reunion used to act on our enmity, but our targets of hate have both become increasingly vague and broad. The infected have no homeland, no identity, no bloodline. We can't just carry on with just a provocative slogan, okay? We need to set clearer guidelines and principles. Guard and I discussed about this before. He said to ignore the infected in positions of power because they still enjoy exploiting others with their authority and see disease as only a tool. And that we should also grant the same kind of liberation to any oppressed foe, and not just our sick brethren, because they can fight alongside us and will need their strength to put up a fight. Yeah, I'll finally realize. Chernobog has taught us enough, right? He was always thinking so much about this. I thought he could really take us to achieve some great feats. Hey, he still can. Yep, there we go. He will, even if he's dead. He merely died when he's still seen as insignificant and deplorable. What about those murderers? People who violently vent their grievances unprovoked cannot join us. If this war that turned them into it was war that turned them into brutality, even if they were just Victorians before. If we let this slide, what will happen to our group next? Ursine, Colombian, Victorian, Lithanian, Feline, Peru, Livery, Caprine, Sarkas. Power should be distinctly directed towards a common goal, then become cracks of resentment that give others a chance to dismantle us from within. Both Rokasti and Ursus should have taught us this lesson. They will be banished. They will have to find their own paths by themselves. Fair enough, yeah. Reunion will make sure of it. I understand. I'll relay that to everyone, and I'll handle those murderers too. Yep, makes sense. Oh, in the preview of the chapter is the funeral. Tallulah, there's an infected I used to know, who comes from an eminent lineage and held a distinguished position. But she threw it all away in her quest for fairness. You know her. Everyone here has heard of your ideas. Reunion's earlier vision, exaggerated, distorted. What we want is not a nomadic city for the infected. What we want is to send a message to all aristocrats and oppressors, those trying to divide, suppress, and eliminate us. The blade they so despise hangs high above their necks. Our goodbyes have already been said. This isn't the first, nor will it be the last. Let's go. Our work in Victoria isn't done yet. There we go. Hey, I actually really like this note. I don't know. I mean, you called it, Mateo. Yeah, the writing with Reunion gets so good, and yeah, I think that includes Guard's death. I think that was well done, and yeah, I think my worry was, as I was reading through it, that it kind of felt a little familiar to Bird in the previous chapter, actually. And no, like, it's completely different. Like, this felt way better executed to me personally. Especially the legacy and all that, and the fact that he's been brought up after that. Like,
kind of makes it show that there was actual intention from them making the decision of kill off the character. It didn't feel like they just like, I guess we gotta kill someone here, like, because that's kind of how that other death felt to me personally. And so this was really good. I clap on some game theory, clap and a half for these 2 chapters. That was really well done. Yeah. It definitely wasn't meaningless. Yeah. And it still has that essence of Arknights of like, you know, it's still painful, obviously. Like, you still wish for that the guard will live on and you know, continue his mission. But in a way, he reached, right? Like, he reached that conclusion of, or maybe not that conclusion, but he passed on the question, I guess, with a little more insight at the very least. And it seems like it will be very helpful for Reunion. Like, Reunion it has the potential to become, you know, the organization that it should have been in the first place. So, yeah, I really like that. Yeah, let's see what y'all were talking about. Let's see. Yeah. Longman. Yeah, I miss Longman. I miss, yeah. Wei and and his wife. This is the city we built for all people. Emperor Yan. Just say, yep. What am I fighting for? Yeah, see, that's the reason why it wasn't a 10 out of 10, because if 9 had said that, then it would have been peak. No, but I see there's even the symbolism of they weren't able to retrieve the body. I don't know if it's symbolism, but you know, I think it was well executed. They weren't able to retrieve the body, but at the end of the day, anything, like, all that guard cared about was that they retrieved the recorder, right? And that's the only thing that she found, like, or the thing that she found stretching out of the debris. So yeah, it was really well rounded, I think, writing wise. Yeah. There was a scene, only a few seconds. Reunion members stand under the tree up on the flower field. Ooh, okay, let me see if I can look at that real quick. Yeah, for some reason, Firefox becomes very slow when I'm streaming. Arknights, episode 13, PV. Oh, well, it says Holder version. I don't know if that one... I don't know if this is the one. I think it is. Is Holder version? Because Holder is the one narrating? Maybe, I don't know. The Radiant mention in the Let's see. Just different VA, okay. Version is just about, okay, I thought that's what it meant. But I wasn't sure, okay. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one, okay. So, whoops. Oh, that's behind Arknights? Nope, behind Arknights. Oh. Hello? Oh, there you go. Okay, for some reason the other Arknights also showed... was also, like, showing the blank screen. That's weird. Anyway. So I'm assuming... Oh, whoa. Okay, this is them. Oh, is this here? Oh no, this is Vandella. Oh, it's guard there. It's not gonna have sound yet. Oh, cool. Cool. Ah, there you go. Yeah, this. Cool shot. Nice. Let's go back to Arknights. There we go. Yeah, it was like 1 second, half a second. I guess they didn't want to spoil it too much, so they were just like, yeah, well, we're just gonna give a, like, fast glance to it. 07, yeah, big 07. Poor card. And well done, Arknights. It's probably my favorite chapter in a while, like favorite story now, these two. Previous one, yeah. These two, especially the after, but you know, you need the before for the after. Very well done. Alright, we might have time to read one more. Hopefully we do. So we will do that. If there's more time after that, we can do some PvP. Or PvP, not PvP. Basically PvP. Otherwise, we'll probably leave it there. Yeah. Let's see. Since our scrap with Ursula, they've tightened the fences around that cave. W and her bombs helped us get out once, but that may not work a second time. We haven't been able to get close again, but I'm sure the drifting bones haven't returned yet. That is, I was sure until we all had the same dream. The ash-bleached city engulfed in flames, the shattered walls, the charred corpses piled in every corner. The city did not live with a dream until we opened our eyes. Ooh. The flames trampled every settlement, every clan. Excuse me. The place we call Castle no longer exists. Only fire and ruin remains. The despairing giant knelt down and wept. Ooh. The king of Sarkas is dead. The king killed the king. Why? This should not be our city, Castle. This will be a curse engraved upon the crown. This will be the beginning of the end of all. Remember Red Potion said that he was gonna take us God reveals his face. Saw a lot of regret of tear in the Reddit post. Oh man. Oh, I can imagine. It is a little... I guess in the preview you can tell that it is Garth, because yeah, we hadn't seen his face. But you know, if you see the preview, you have Garth, walking through the fire, and then you go to the funeral. So yeah, that was a good foreshadow, I guess, because it doesn't feel like it's just giving it away straight up. But if you stop and think about it, it's like, well, yep, there you go. That's what's going on, I see. Let's see. That Faramut has returned. And that's it. That's it for the chapter. For the note. Tomorrow morning, the attack begins. Siege and her exemplars will be responsible for the perimeter. Us, the Rhodes Rabbits, and the Banshee. Us, the Rhodes Rabbit. I thought he was saying the team was called Rhodes Rabbits. Us, the Rhodes Rabbit, and the Banshee have to get deep into that way station. Where is that old hag Cal sit? She's sending us off into the suicide mission without making so much as a cameo appearance? Her injuries have not yet healed. Ascalon will look after her and the doctor. They will stay behind. Rhodes Island recently came under Confessarius attacks. They were trying to take the bunny's crown. The crown. Hotherer, you didn't tell the Victorians the truth. If your plan works, we go back to Castel. What are you gonna do? Even your new Victoria friends are probably not gonna be okay with you bundling war criminals in with Sarkas caught up in the war. Don't tell me you vowed to bring the Sarkas home, but never thought through this little problem. Like, are you gonna head off to teach a class on historical reflections to this bunch of crons dragged off the battlefield? In that Castle basement university? No. Maybe I'll start a literacy class there. Make sure future Sarkas have fewer illiterates like W here. Damn. Huh? Do my ears deceive me? Did Hotherer actually make a joke out of Ines' words? On such a serious topic? What happened? Did sucking up to General Manfred teach you a little emotional intelligence? It's funny, because in the W Alter preview, she can't read, right? She's struggling to read. Yeah. War is over. Back to Castle.
Real funny. We're actually fantasizing about this stuff here. We are mercs. That's all we're ever gonna be. You're such a lovely Capri, Ines. Maybe you could run off to Londinium and become a governess for some hoity-toity noblesse in a big, tall tower. You could teach, let me think, how to keep your hair nice and silky in a war zone? How's that sound? Not interested. What are you daydreaming about? The battle's about to start.
No, I just...
Ines's gaze shifts down to my feet ever so slightly.
She's looking at my shadow again. What is it showing? I don't know myself. I'm already so calm before I know. Calm gives me a chance to think about all sorts of things. A few trivial things. I remember you said you wanted to open a shop in Castle.
Because I didn't have a place to fence stolen goods at the time.
Oh, yeah. How about we use the first round of tuition from my literacy class for your startup capital?
I doubt that class is gonna earn that much. On the other hand, kidnapping a Lethanian governess could fetch a decent ransom. Could be at least as much as 10 mercs' heads. Let's talk about it when we make it home for real.
Yeah.
Black and red horn.
Let's not make Ines go there.
Your mental state has me worrying if you can really handle the mission.
Yeah, if there's any place that is, like, maybe just as bad, if not worse, than the current situation, it's probably Lethanian.
Did those illusions or the art circles drive you mad?
Maybe they did. In this moment of extreme calm, some tendrils of unease irritate my heart, causing hesitation. Amidst my own surprising thoughts, I find the reason for my anxiety. I'm worried they won't accept me because of some of my ideas. But I have to speak. The arrow is knocked.
Sorry, I was fixing my phone. There we go. Pay no attention to these mopey idiots. Time waits for no man. Once we stake the vampire and behead Theresis, then you two can head on back to Castle and talk all over the interior decorating plans for your love nest.
Alright, W. Number 1, hold the arena's cheaper. Thesis. I've been thinking about this for a while, W. You may not like what I'm about to say, but I still have to say it. Oh yeah, she has a dialogue with that skin, with the puppets. Are the skins still available? I should probably buy it so we could listen to that voice line.
Throwing cold water on me before the fight?
Pretty much. We can't kill Thesis, at least not right here or now. It can't be the Sarkas executing him.
Ines was right. Those illusions did scramble your brains.
Killing him means no Castle. Whether now or for a good long while after the war, he has to be recorded as the regent, and even be praised by some.
Are you out of your mind? I really don't feel like joking about this.
We still need to stop the war, and I haven't changed my mind. But Thesis has taken his place as a cornerstone of the Sarkas' future. Castle won't survive another split in this war. It can't end with another Sarkas betrayal, with another Sarkas civil war. Remember the plan I was talking about before? We need the Sarkas here to pull out of Victoria before everyone hears about his death. Once everyone knows the Sarkas have failed and the threat of Thesis is gone, what happens then? The Dukes will slaughter every last Sarkas in Victoria without mercy. The revenge killings will spread to one other country in Centrum, and all civilization will have a justifiable excuse to exterminate the Sarkas. They'll put together a coalition, just and reasonable, swift and decisive, to divide up all of Theresa and Thesis' legacy. Can't you picture that?
To be honest, I don't give a crap about any consequences of Thesis dying. All I'm here for is the part where he dies.
Huh? The part where he dies?
All I'm mean for is the part where I kill him. Coalitions? Slaughtering Sarkas? Weren't they doing that already? Does Thesis dying mean all the devils are just gonna lose their will to fight back?
I mean, more like the cycle is just gonna repeat, right?
No way. I don't buy that. He sent the assassins to kill Theresa, declared himself king, and dragged all of us into the mess we are in today. We don't need to sacrifice ourselves for this castle, for his...
You think you can keep yourself out of it, W? I thought I was gonna really let her have it, really tearing to W, this sad woman. Do you think of yourself as nothing more than a merc? How many people have you brought? From Reunion to where we stand now, how many circus have you gathered? You're carrying their lives on your shoulders.
I don't freaking care.
But W is wavering. I know her too well. It's not like she hasn't thought about it. She isn't an uncaring leader at all. Looking at it objectively, a whole lot of mercs have stepped out to follow this mad woman. You have to care. You think you can just keep on killing people, keep on burying bombs in the dirt? You're leading those circus now. You have to think about how to deal with their hopes and dreams. You have to think through what their lives mean to you.
But I... It's not just Theresa's. Don't forget, there's Theresa too.
So, from all perspectives we are. All can be is their successor, the inheritors of their ideals. The two of them. They are the reason the circus could come together in the first place.
That's not the real Theresa. That's a fake Theresa has cooked up. He can't fool me.
A long time ago, but when we read that for the first time that she saw the illusion and she was like, that's Theresa. What happened, dude? W. Look at yourself.
Who do you think we are?
You couldn't accept Theresa's death. You're stuck in the shadow of Babel. Like...
Shut up.
You think Amiya's You think Amiya's walking ahead of you. You think she's Theresa's handpicked successor. That the king of circus should be thinking about this stuff. You look at her and see another Theresa. You think all you need to do is follow the king.
Shut up. Are you trying to gross me out?
I mean, definitely not when she was part of Reunion. What was that all about? I guess she just, had a job to do. I don't know. You think you don't deserve to inherit anything.
What kind of joke is this? You think you get me? You're my mentor now. You're gonna raise me. Teach me, huh, Holderer?
I guess she was kind of a double agent even back then, right?
Yeah. You're just a merc, not much higher than the ladder than me. But you're so deluded you can't stand up and call yourself a successor, or whatever of whatever. It's so gross. The little bunny? I'm gonna follow her? She was in the right place at the right time to be chosen.
Chosen by Theresa, to become the leader of Rhodes Island, who stopped Reunion in Tallulah, who broke her way into Londinium today. So what about you, W? What exactly does Theresa mean to you? Some distant, ethereal symbol who once gave you a place to stay, one specific flesh and blood royal, or the path she stood for?
For this land to fall into peaceful slumber. So, that's why I say she's a fake.
Right, she wouldn't be doing all this. Makes sense. Told you I didn't even notice me until Chernobyl. Gotcha. Yeah. Big kid who just discovered Santa's and real vibes, yeah. Definitely. Oh, okay. We're all very talkative now, I see. I mean, I'm not complaining. Don't catch me complaining.
Ines, how have you managed to hold back from killing him this long? Because I'm not deluding myself, most of the time. Spare me. Whatever, Holderer.
Whoops.
I know what I have to do. I'm not going to kill you to shake up morale this time. You should be kissing my feet. Polish that sword of yours good. We got a war tomorrow. Alright.
Nah, she ran off again. Real child throwing a tantrum.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Do you really think she could be a decent leader?
She's organized a lot of mercs. A whole lot of mercs.
Are they really mercs, though? How much money does W have to hire them? And how much does she earn for them with the things she does?
Alright then. Why are you following her? No matter what she says, whether it's revenge for Theresa, hunting down the assassins, or just randomly bombing her way across the land, she's definitely walked her path.
The ones who follow her really are sad. But people forget how young she is. She's got lots of room for improvement. That's what I'm saying.
We can hope. Also, the startup capital for your shop. Not a joke. It didn't sound like a joke.
I know.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, cool. I hope they do. Like, that will be so funny. Actually, after the Victoria arc, they're just like, yeah, where are Holder, Ines? Like, where do they go? They're just, opening up a shop. Little mom and pop shop. Anyway. Oh, Exemplars time.
The Exemplars is fully equipped. Some of the Londinium Self-Salvation Corps volunteered to join our team.
Yes, tallying up the remnants of the various ducal forces we've gathered, refugees who want to join the fight, and these military men from the Self-Salvation Corps. We have the strength of roughly 6 or 7 platoons. Sish, we'd best formally establish the military structure of the Exemplars, appointing officers such that our chain of command can...
Lieutenant Shearer, this team is not a true military unit. It is not the Victorian army. True, we have some soldiers, but aside from you and the remnants of Duke Windermere's forces led by Delphine, the rest are ordinary folk who want to fight. Workers, farmers, merchants, and of course, street ruffians. Should we forcibly incorporate them into 1 or 2 combat units, arm them, and subordinate them to officers, then what is the difference between us and the Dukes? The Exemplars is a fine name, but I believe it should bring the people nothing but hope. Or to speak less grandly, it should bring the people something intangible, the likes of which the Duke's high-speed battleships can bring. Which is to say, the Exemplars should not be a heroic force captained by the heir to the throne wielding the realm blade. I'm rather repulsive by such titles.
But then, how are we to organize our combat operations?
Speaking of combat operations, a considerable portion of our team has not undergone any regular military training. When in Londinium, do as Londiniers do, eh? Just as we did in Catholic, just as the Salvation Corps did in Londinium. We're killing the Sarkas in our familiar way, with our familiar friends.
Or enemies, you can say our enemies, you don't need to,
No offense, Sarkas, there you go.
You could have just changed the wording, but that's alright.
None taken, no harm done.
Yeah, Logos does seem the type to, respond like that. Turn the other cheek, I guess.
The ritual has been terminated, but the bless bestowed on the Sarkas' blood has not completely come with it. Our Londinium way, ancient witchcraft steers.
Hey Maria, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess they're used to it. So yeah, no response.
Our mortal enemy operates with unknown purpose, but the urgency they reveal presents an opportunity for a breakthrough. We will be extra cautious.
Then, let's snatch that bone pack.
Yeah, let's take over the Fahrenmut.
I'm assuming, I was gonna say, we're probably still going. Whoa.
The plan was a success. The Victorian attack did distract a portion of the forces here. Okay, I guess we're just spinning through this. We are in, and it's here.
Oh, hello. Are you the Sarkas from last time? How did you... Is this a joint attack with the Victorians? Sorry. My bad. Kill the traitors! Kill these circus traitors! Ursula isn't here to welcome us.
Locust gets right. Just like she's too busy. You didn't let me come in last time. This sucker's huge. Can I blow it into 2 halves?
We kinda need it, yeah. No, stay with the team.
Get onto its spine and seize its operator.
It's gonna be Ursula? Whoops.
I'm here. Yes, I feel it. He's here.
Oh, Sanguinarch?
I follow the banshee gaze to the shadow cast on the rock. A hint of blood invades my nostrils.
Does this skeleton have veins? Nothing personal, right? Yep. Oh, what a cliffhanger. Excuse me.
Okay, so that was just the before, right? So, yeah, because I think this next one... Is this the one where the... Oh, no. Oh, this is the one where we face Ursula, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it's this one and the next one as well. If I remember correctly. Okay, this one is only after, so it counts as one. Yeah, there's Ursula again. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we're getting there. We made a lot of progress this time. Now, granted, there were a lot who didn't have the reading notes. But there was also, I guess, this one with the 2 reading notes, so... Yeah, it was cool. I really like that one, actually. It really felt like we came back to the pace of, the reunion arc. Which, yeah, the fighting definitely gets the buff at that point.
You wanna see?
But yeah, I guess that will be it. Yeah, there's only 8 minutes left of the stream, so... Yeah. I'll see if... I don't know if it's still gonna be here. Let's see. 8 days remaining. Okay, so I guess, yeah, next time will be the last chance on stream to do this. So yeah, we'll see if we get time, if we were able to finish it in time. I don't know if we'll be able to. Hopefully. But yeah, aside from that, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you'll enjoy it. There won't be another stream this week. I've been going on that pace, as I mentioned on Twitter. And I guess I also mentioned it on the schedule, but yeah, I've been focusing on other projects on the side. Some actually related to 3D modeling. I wish I could do like streams where I do 3D modeling or some type of, something for the channel related to 3D modeling. But I do want to hone my craft a little more, so that I feel confident streaming it and all that. That could be fun sometime. Like making 3D models of the operators, that'll be kind of cool. At the very least of the chibis. I mentioned they will be cool to make the chibis like 3D models. It'll be pretty cool. Like even maybe 3D print them, like have them play like the Doctor, like in the battlefield. I think I mentioned that. No, I think I mentioned that 2 streams ago, if I remember correctly. But yeah. It's almost 4 AM. Yeah, get some good rest, Les. Thank you so much for coming by. But yeah, I think that's everything. I think I said all my piece, I guess, of the story so far. I think we're off to something good. And yeah, I guess we'll see how long the story is next time. It does feel like things are ramping up quite a bit.
With a foot in the
so I'm not sure that we are able to... I mean, we will finish it, no matter what. But yeah, hopefully it won't be, crazy long. This probably is before and after, if I remember correctly. This one's, I think, is just one. So yeah, we'll see. I might have to read a little more, or we might have to go a little longer. But yeah, we'll see on that. Also, for the rest of the week, I'm gonna be posting another episode of Brain World later on. And again, I will see if I'm able to make a video that I mentioned, or if I have to focus on other stuff. Yeah, because I have a couple projects aside from the 3D modeling that I've been really busy with. But once those are done, hopefully I'll be able to make some videos, which actually will be right on time, because I mentioned that I want to do something related to that for the next episode, for the story of the next episode. So yeah, the return of the Fable art streams. Yeah, it's like the golden age will return again, but it's the Fable art streams. Oh yeah, that will be fun for sure. I also want to get better at drawing. It's been a while since I practiced my drawing. And
That could also be fun for streams. But yeah, well, we'll see. Anyway, for now, lots of stuff to look forward to. Yeah, I'm excited for that as well. Hope you are as well. And yeah,
Pursued it, confronted
yes,
it,
come on.
and finally
I'm gonna go here. I like the shop theme. I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
done the same.
Anyway, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I'm Aren, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, everyone. Take care. Have a great rest of the week.